Hey everyone, this is executive producer Brendan Mitchell here. I just want to tell you before we get into this, what you're about to see is nothing but a bunch of nonsense. If you'd like to make some sense of these nonsense, right next to me I have times listed of certain topics that might be of interest to you. If you just want to kind of let go of reality for a second and just devolve into the fever dream that was this episode, just hit play. Just keep watching. Have a good time. Enjoy it. But if you would like to keep some semblance of your sanity, then pick one of these things. Just pick one and watch it. Any of them. Pick any of them. Maybe a couple. But, there's at least some structure in these parts. But for, honestly, the first hour of this is kind of nothing. So, yeah, here's these, and good luck is all I have to say. Don't worry about it. All I have to say is good luck and enjoy the episode. Also, thanks for 1,000 subs. We got 1,000. That's nuts. Okay, later.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome
and we're
to
back
another
to
episode of the
Talk to Me
BTV Nerd Night.
Nice.
Excuse me. This is my podcast. I'm sorry.
This
sorry to say.
This is Talk to Me Nice podcast show.
No.
People are here listening for.
No. This is BTV Nerd Night. We host it every other week, even though we're incredibly inconsistent. But
we're the consistent.
No, we're the
podcast
inconsistent.
on Bearcast. Jody here.
Sorry, it's gonna have to come.
Paint
to this.
stick.
It's gonna have to come to this.
Stick. You're right, Jody. Thank you.
Excuse me, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave from my podcast, please.
Leave my podcast.
All right, Jody can stay there. We're playing Smash.
What?
Yeah, we got this.
What? Why are you playing? Brandon, you're supposed to be on my side here, okay?
Exactly, Jody. We need to be ready to fight. What is this doing for me?
We need to
I am
fight
fighting
for
for
BTV
BTV
Nerd Night.
I'm fighting for your honor.
I just lost the stock thanks to you.
You're fighting for my
What am I
honor.
doing, Jody?
Oh, no, I'm done with this. I'm done with this.
All right, wait.
What?
What if?
Can you go ahead and sacrifice
What if?
the stock for me real quick?
I'm gonna get that stock. What if we instead being Nerd Podcast, Talking Night Podcast? What if we were the
Can you use your words? Maya?
Talk
to me nerdy podcast?
That's got a nice ring to it, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
I can work with that.
solid.
I can work with
One more
that.
time.
And I died.
Let that ring.
That's the
Talk to Me Nerdy podcast.
Talk to me nerdy podcast.
Nice sexual ring to it. If you ask me.
There's no better way.
Put it there. Yeah.
Gotta have a little dash of sexy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Talk to Me Nerdy crossover podcast episode.
With Derek So Crazy from the Talk to Me Nerdy podcast show and my hombre,
Grand Ace.
aka
I read books.
Yodi.
He reads
Do you
books.
really?
Yeah.
What was the last book you read?
Series of Unfortunate Events, 3rd grade.
Third grade. Will you give us a review?
Dude, reading reading in public. My thing for reading in public.
Fuck your review.
Go ahead, sir. Yeah.
No.
What?
The manga. I was gonna say.
The manga?
For a series of unfortunate
The
events.
manga?
Oh, yeah, I read that. That's totally all-American manga
I was
right there.
reading. I was like, I only read manga now. I'm like, I can't use social media like Twitter, like Instagram, on my phone anymore. It's like I gotta normalize reading manga in public.
Okay.
Also, I'm Zach Viox.
I'm Brandon Meyer.
Yeah,
What's
see,
up?
we're still in intros.
But
You're
we're
giving
talking
your life
about manga
story.
right now, so
I'm sorry.
Yeah, manga's more important than intros.
Yeah, like
Especially for series of unfortunate events.
of knowing who's hosting the actual show, and we're going
know,
over manga
Today,
Hey.
we're all the hosts.
Wow.
Exactly.
We're all the,
All
even
of us.
you. You're the host.
You're the
Exactly.
The
You're
viewer's the
you're
host.
hosting us in your computer, phone, whatever device right now.
Wow, we are your
Listen to me,
internet service
exactly.
providers.
You
might even have headphones in. I might just be in your ears.
We
Ooh,
are.
you're like
Maybe
in
you're your
yours.
Whirlpool.
No, I'm more like a ear
Refrigerator,
speaker,
maybe?
I'm speaking
Yes.
to them.
They're
Like,
pretty
Are we running?
telephatically. What?
Are we running?
Yeah.
What are
We're
we
running? The
Right.
refrigerator.
Yeah.
Oh, the
going.
refrigerator is always running.
Oh, we're gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We stole your fruit.
Exactly.
Fresh produce.
Yeah.
As long as
Exactly.
it's not citrus.
You shouldn't put your bananas.
Ice
in
cream's kind of starting to melt a little bit.
Oh,
It's okay.
that's the freezer though. We don't. That's not our concern.
That's still in the fridge.
It's the freeze.
Or part of the fridge.
Yeah.
Freeze her.
Freeze her.
Freezer.
Yeah.
I don't even know her.
Oh, you did.
Like the pleaser. Huh?
Somebody's yelling at us.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we hear some whining back there. Shout out to Brendan Mitchell. Shout out to Michael Maisel.
Who?
We would like to give a special thanks to our producer, Mike Maisel, as well as our executive producer, Brendan Mitchell. They make everything real good here. We also
And-
have plenty of people
BTV!
Shout out to BTV.
Woo!
Yeah.
through Bearcast Media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow us on all social media.
Yes.
Follow me at
Bearcast.
Derek So Crazy at DERICKS.
He's
I
thirsty
lost a
for
few
us.
Crazy.
R's in there.
Follow
What?
me at Murphy's Pub on Fridays.
Follow me home. Whenever.
Damn, I'm.
No,
slight-
I'm kidding.
I'm
Please don't.
slightly-
That could
I'm
either
slightly
be romantic
aroused.
or serial killer.
I
That's
feel
what
like
I'll kill you.
I feel like Mike
Oh, okay,
Myers.
so serial killer,
I feel like Mike
maybe that serial
Myers on
killer
the
just like,
air.
don't come on my lane, you collusion.
I totally feel like Mike Myers on air with Kanye West right now.
Hey, bro.
Like just I don't know how I'm supposed to
Are you
respond.
Mike
Like
Myers
I share the
or
frame with
Kanye
you.
West?
George
I mean,
Bush.
I said Mike.
You
I
can't
meant
contain
Myers.
me, Jody.
No, I meant Michael
can't contain me.
Myers. There you go. Yeah, we can.
You
You're
can't.
literally like inside a meat bag. Like you're contained quite well right
I'm
now.
not contained.
You're good.
I'm all over the place.
Speaking of
he's so
contained,
crazy.
why the fuck are you guys on our show?
Well,
Yeah.
Why are you on our show?
When I decided
Yeah.
to host today,
Mm-hmm.
I
for
figured
having us,
why
by the way.
not have
Yeah,
some
thank you.
guests on.
Exactly. I was
So-
like, these guys, they're doing great content. Like this.
Yeah.
So I should totally have
Arguably
them
better
on my
than
show.
yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bad.
See, it's really like a hierarchy. You have my content, and then their content, and then your content.
Wait,
Which is
that's
booty.
Like, maybe it's like flip up
Booty.
like the other way around.
Yeah,
But yeah,
so we
they've
can
done-
inverse that. So it's okay. So
Joey,
if we're
what is
starting,
your content for those who do not know?
my content is anything media related, man.
Anything.
That's movies. I make
Exactly.
those.
Movies.
That's
Movies,
music.
I make
I
those.
write that. That's
Beats.
books. I finish
Read that.
those. I read that.
Calligraphy.
Milk. I
Ooh.
drink that.
His bones,
Calcium.
unbreakable.
Yeah, until we
Unbreakable
got until that
bones.
lawsuit that said that they were lying about all of that. How about that?
Needed
That
lawyers.
did happen.
That really hurt.
Yeah,
Like,
that-
Exactly.
you know how
Dairy
much milk I
system.
consumed just because I wanted to be. Back when I was young, everybody was like,
Had
"Oh,
to
you're gonna
take
be so
lactate
tall."
pills.
Oh my god! And then I was like, "Yep, 5'8". It's like,
And then-
Hey, round it up. You're 6 foot.
oh, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You're
you're
6'9".
Basically there. The
6'9",
hair,
we're
the
there.
hair does the rest.
You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
Does it?
It's just kind of like average. Like if you can move the eyes up a little bit, that'd be great.
Now,
Just do
Grandays,
some
I'd
me
like
stuff.
to
Oh yeah.
first I'd like to bring up some stuff that we found on your website actually.
Please don't go.
It
there.
says here
Oh,
that
God.
you eat at Steak and Shake 5 times a week.
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
Would you
Pa-
like to
it
explain to
passes.
the court why?
It's past
Why would
tense.
you do that to yourself and your colon?
Well, Steak and Shake is only the best of the fast food markets. First of all, are there any dissenting opinions?
I dissent. But
all
I
right,
will
let's
hold my
screw those.
rebuttal.
Now moving on.
Zaxby's.
Zaxby. Oh,
I
we're
have
not
never
in the
been there.
South.
Heard it's amazing.
We're not in the South.
This
How-
is Zaxby's
this is
here.
the Midwest. Where?
I don't know.
Where?
Hey,
Find it.
Cincinnati's known as the southernmost,
There's a Zaxby's here.
northernmost southern city, or the northernmost or southernmost northern city.
Either
We call
way,
both
Are you
things.
saying that just because we're neighbors with Kentucky?
Yes.
And it's
We
a
have-
very awkward border.
we have
Okay.
very
Zaxby's
awkward.
in
That's fair.
Kentucky, and we have Zaxby's here.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're from Kentucky. You're not even from here. You
I'm
can't,
from
Kentucky.
I'm from
can't
Tennessee,
speak on my
actually.
habits.
Oh,
from
shit.
I was born in
Tennessee?
Tennessee, but I was raised in Louisville.
Well, you know,
Okay,
you're the only
okay.
10 I see.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
Aw, so
I feel
cute.
special.
Wow. I ship.
Thank you.
I totally ship that. Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
me
I
too.
have
That's
this-
pretty cute.
I
Good
have this
pick, good
Cold
pick.
Stone
You know what I'm
gift
saying, you know what I'm
card
saying,
just
you know what I'm
for you.
saying?
And
Oh.
my Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
wallet.
give me like
Kingdom
a
Hearts
matching
wallet.
necklace.
How do
Like,
you
you have
feel
like
about
the
the newest
birds
game?
on
How
that.
do
We
you feel
got
about the
I
newest game?
actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got it the night of release thanks to my best friend Katrina Jones. But
Shout out Katrina. Yeah.
I'm only on Pirates of the Caribbean right now.
You talking
Same.
about
Actually,
Kingdom
I'm on the
Hearts.
Pirates of the Caribbean as well.
So
Our
haven't beaten
housemate bought it, and I've been and we bought it. And we were gonna watch him play it.
Zach's diehard.
Does he
Kingdom Hearts fan.
never-
Like we've watched the 5-hour lore
3 hours.
presentation.
Thank you very much.
We watched that like 7 times.
PCP
That's like a
University
day's
3-hour
worth of
Kingdom Hearts
content.
101
Yeah.
Introduction to Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts.
imagine playing
Watch
that.
it, please.
There
Imagine
you go.
playing that.
Yeah, I
Imagine
don't.
playing that.
I don't touch that. I don't touch
Wait,
it.
so
No, I was
you
in
even
that.
watch?
I was
has he
mixed
been
all up
playing
in that.
consistently?
I've played and watched all the games,
Oh,
You played all the games?
oh, I
even the mobile game that was really bad.
same. Oh, wait,
Oh,
the X?
so
wait,
you were in there.
wait, the original
He was
Kingdom
deep
Hearts
in
mobile that
that.
came out like 2006 or like.
Yo.
I'm a big Kingdom Hearts
You
guy.
played
like, I
that
was
one?
reading the-
Yeah.
What did you do? Get an emulator for it?
No, I just got it on. Oh no,
No
like,
way.
No, it was a mobile game they made.
No, I know, like,
Yeah.
because there's the Kingdom Hearts like crossing or like with the X, like the weird little X.
Oh yeah,
screen.
the,
But then
the
like the
key,
old one.
the keys.
Yeah.
Wait,
that
wait,
one,
wait.
it was-
But did you read the Kingdom Hearts manga?
They
The
didn't even
manga.
finish it.
No.
It literally said the same exact thing as the game. But to be a true fan, you do have to own them.
Bruh, they're so
Hard
I'm
good.
not a
cover.
true fan then, I guess.
Wow.
Dude,
All those
if
hours
you don't have the manga-
wasted.
I can prove
Manga.
myself here now that I'm a true Kingdom Hearts fan though.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
God.
okay,
It's
okay.
about, what's,
Okay.
what's about to
Oh,
happen?
I don't
Oh.
know, but
Uh,
from another true fan, you have to
All right.
give me the quiz.
All right,
Not
let's see.
excluding
The
number
quiz.
one, what is the best Kingdom Hearts game?
Well,
Just say it flat out.
Top
just
of
say
your
it.
head.
2.
Okay.
Easily.
It's easy, easy.
What
Okay,
is the hardest organization member to fight in the Data Org mode in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on the PlayStation 2?
Shit.
I wouldn't even know that one. To be honest.
I don't remember the organization member's name, but I remember having issue with Rock Guy.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know how to pronounce them, but
Yeah.
that power level, it
Dude.
just escalated out of nowhere.
dumb.
One hit and you're dead. Yeah,
so
okay,
dumb.
I
Wait,
feel you.
We all know
I
what
feel
you're
you.
talking about.
We were also
Wait.
also accepting Larxene, or
Oh no, yeah, no,
Marluxia.
change it. Her.
Okay,
her.
yeah, she's
She-
insane. One hit, dead.
It's just lightning everywhere.
Right.
How do you,
Oh, no,
how do
I'm
you
triggered
deal
one
with it?
too.
Yes.
Oh, what are we talking about?
I'm mad because actually.
Brandon knows
Yeah,
a lot about
the-
Kingdom Hearts. Ask him anything, he'll know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay. What is the one Kingdom Hearts game? where you
Get
actually-
Norded.
How many windows are there in Castle Oblivion?
About 12.
What is the one Kingdom Hearts game where you could play as the organization members?
Kingdom Hearts Get Norded.
Yeah, that's
knows-
actually right.
he
I
knows-
have it.
yeah, he
I
knows
have
it.
it on DS.
That was the.
I love the concept that everyone is just surprised it's
Yeah,
me,
that was-
Dio, but
yeah.
it's Xehanort.
That was
Yeah.
the one that actually turned into a Beverly Hills house soap opera.
I almost
Fact,
forgot about
fact,
that one. That's
yeah.
actually like
That's
the
when they had, like, the
best-selling game
life-size
in this
Barbie
series.
too.
It was like all of the Xehanorts in one house trying to live
Mhm.
together. and
Yeah.
then
Like there was
one
the one Barbie like lived with all of them.
Yeah.
And then the one that could tolerate it the longest got like 5 hearts
yeah,
out of it.
it
Yeah,
was crazy.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then
Well, thanks for reminding us about
Bro,
that.
why is like shows or sitcoms like Three's Company, like
Best show ever, by the way.
no, literally it's like all right, kooky idea. 2 girls, 1 guy. Whoa, or 2 guys, 1 girl
Hey, are you hating on
living
Jack Tripper?
in the same house.
Are you really saying
Hey.
anything negative
Hey.
about Jack Tripper?
in season 2 we add a dog,
Exactly. Like why?
and then
why
it
do they
dies
feel
that
like
season.
that is an
that's
aspect?
great.
Why is that a
tension.
dynamic?
That's great. Somebody needs to hire you.
Why is that a dynamic in
I'm
shows?
Hey.
Think about this.
Go to
Think about how
ZachGeoffs.com,
many
please hire me.
conservative white people there are, and then you think, oh my goodness, there's 2 women and a guy. That's inappropriate. What about threesomes?
We're talking.
Exactly.
We're talking. What?
Is there
83
sexual
here?
tension in
Three
all
ways.
of them?
Good
The
point.
Devil's 3-way, mind you.
Like 20
The
years
worst
later,
way.
like
The
20
worst
years
way.
earlier, Alfred Hitchcock just showed the first toilet on film. So
Yeah.
we're making grounds there.
That's
For sure.
awesome.
New level.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of horrible sitcoms, we found a hilarious
Hey.
anime the other day.
Hey, Three's
Oh.
Company is classic.
Three's
First of
Company.
all,
Well, it's
and-
well known to be a good one. However,
I don't
this
think
anime, you have to see it.
You have
It is
to.
the funniest thing I've ever seen because it's
But
like
when you
a
watch it-
bridge series, but it's just not.
When
Cory
you
in the
watch
House?
it, you no.
Yes,
Cory
Cory in the House.
is my favorite anime.
Good,
Okay,
great anime.
okay.
Manga's better.
okay.
No, King of the Hill is the best anime.
Damn it, Bobby.
But this anime,
Let go of my purse.
this anime, you
Bumblebee.
have to
I
watch
don't know
the
you.
dubbed version
Of what?
because
Ghost Stories.
It's
It's
called
called
Ghost
Ghost Stories.
Stories.
Basically, it was like a shitty horror.
It did horrible
anime.
in Japan. It was
Okay.
horrible in Japan. So when they
Okay.
brought it over to America, the voice actors were just like,
Fuck it.
"We can say whatever we want." So they
They
did.
they literally just said, "Fuck it."
Has this been on Adult Swim at any point in time?
No, it should. It should though. because
Really?
It would
No.
be.
How did you find this?
Well,
I don't
did
know.
you
Our
kill
roommate,
to
I
run
guess.
into this
my
business?
housemate and I were just perusing YouTube one night, and we
Oh, yeah.
stumbled upon Ghost Stories Best Highlights, and we were like, "What is this?" And we were like, "This can't be real. This sounds like an abridged series." And so we watched the first episode, and we were like, "Oh my god, they got paid to do that."
It's
It sounds like something like you would get at a Blockbuster when everything else is going, try to
Yeah.
experiment,
Pretty much.
and you would get this shit.
yeah.
It's
It's
hilarious.
hysterical because you're not expecting because it's like kind of like, oh, this seems like it could be for real.
Oh, this looks cute.
Then they-
It's
then they-
like a Funimation for kids type.
Yeah,
anime.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
made in
Made in early
Digimon or
2000s.
something. Oh, that's perfect time.
Oh yeah, there's a lot
Yeah,
more innocent than
yeah,
I thought it would be.
They're watching.
They have the knot sounds in there. All right, that is on my do watch
Yeah,
list.
Yeah.
All
that one
right.
right
It's
there.
fucking
Hey.
hysterical.
It is
just
a-
that.
Oh
Great.
You
It-
gotta watch the dub though. Don't watch the original.
Yeah,
It sucks.
because
Okay.
the dubbed is what's funny because basically they don't give a single shit at all.
Okay,
Hey,
I love that.
Get up!
Like for instance, one of the characters is like the younger brother of the main character, and his all of the lines for like most of the series are just.
it's
Oh
like
my
he,
God.
he has a time to speak and he goes,
Yeah, that's exactly how it sounds. And there's even a line where her voice actor makes fun of that character for doing that. She goes,
Really?
"That's
What?
what you sound like.
He's
Shut up."
Why'd you let the cat go? You're an idiot and a
Yeah, it's
Bleep that
fucking
part out.
hysterical.
Cut that.
They just made a
We're on
character
our way
Jewish.
to canceling you.
and-
We're sending the cavalry out to cancel you.
You're
ASAP.
canceled, sir. We do
I got,
not
like,
stand
barrel out
you
the shots
in
like
any
you can't
means.
stand
Now,
It's
if
okay.
that weren't scripted and that wasn't from your character and not actually from you, oh my God, we'd be drilling you so hard.
Yeah,
right.
right.
Now. We
Good
can't
thing this is
believe
my
you.
character I play.
Yeah.
Zach Viox.
Yeah.
On
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull a tape recorder out of this me like jet prison.
Ooh, what kind of
Go to
tape recorder? Is
jail!
that gonna be like a Zoom
like that episode of
H1N
BoJack
It's
type
gonna be like a
situation?
wire like inside of here,
Ooh, a wire. You have a wire? Are you strapped up, dog?
strapped up.
Are you with-
Somebody get clapped up?
Are you with the government?
Oh,
No,
my God.
I'm against the
okay.
government.
Okay.
He's against the government.
I think
That's all I
he's.
needed.
I think he's the government.
No.
He is the government.
You
I have my
legally
own
have to
government.
tell me.
That's precisely
I'm
what
like
the government
Doom. I
would
have my own
say.
utopia. People follow me who do anything to my bidding.
Oh, do you have Doom bots?
Oh.
I have D-Rock bots. I
Ah,
have Rock bots.
He said
Oh,
rock
shit.
bot.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I was wondering what
Like
that
Dwayne
was.
The
I
Rock
saw it on my
Johnson, but
phone.
robots.
Yes.
Oh,
Wait,
shit.
I feel like Mega Man would take care of those quickly though.
There's
Mhm.
a lot of them though. Then there's me. I'm the main one.
Yeah, I feel like that's the first one.
I feel like this whole conversation since the beginning has made 0 sense, and I'm all for it.
Same.
Always. That's how it is. That's how it
we
always
should
goes.
really
We're
rebrand
Every
the
time.
basically
show.
running a skit that is all improv, but is also
Really
not
bad.
really
It
a
never
skit.
Yeah.
stops.
This is
Yeah.
just like full of memes that make no sense. And
It's like your worst fever dream.
We're
Yeah,
Worst
pretty
dream
much.
of
precisely.
Pretty
consciousness.
much.
Like
It's
imagine if dreams weren't visual, they were purely auditory, and then pop this in your ears, and it's
Yeah.
like boom.
This episode is just gonna be like looking into a kaleidoscope.
Pretty much. Like
Yeah.
when you're in class and you like drift off to random thoughts, this is what that is.
You
Do
get
they
to
Pretty
still
much.
make kaleidoscopes?
yeah,
Yeah.
dollar stores, man.
yeah, they should
Really?
make
I haven't seen a
they should make
kaleidoscope since like 2013.
kaleidoscope contact lenses.
That'd be
lenses.
nice.
Pop them in, and you just
I guarantee you'll
Kill
find one at
yourself.
Cracker Barrel.
Just
Yeah.
watch
Cracker
it.
Barrel.
Yes.
Cracker Barrel actually 100%. 100%.
Huh?
I got a gyroscope there once.
drugs, LSD.
LSD
LSD?
Dream
Like
Emulator on
kaleidoscope eyes.
PlayStation 1 is an
So it's
amazing
time I was-
game.
What is-
Have LSD Dream Emulator on PlayStation 1?
What?
Yeah,
It's a
that's-
fantastic game where you go through 100 plus
Mhm.
levels of stream of consciousness, and there's no story, there's no dialogue, there's no other characters except the guy in a black trench coat that occasionally follows you.
You should
And
do-
when
yeah,
you see him, he
yeah.
like sends you into a nightmare realm, and there's kind of like good dreams and bad dreams, and there's flying
Are you
turtles.
fucking
and
with
there's
me
also
right now?
No,
Japanese
this is a
realms where-
thing.
No, it's
Oh,
totally a
you're
thing.
fucking with me right
I
now.
promise
No,
you. Like,
have you
if
played
look
it?
Up, I have not
Goo-
played
yeah,
it, but I've
Google
watched
LSD
so many
simulator?
videos.
Yeah, Google
LSD
it.
Dream Emulator on PlayStation 1.
I watched
Wait,
it on
Jody.
YouTube
Please
for a
play
bit.
it.
Yeah.
Just because you said that, though, when I get home now, I have to play Apescape 2 or Apescape 3 on
That
mine.
game has a great
Apescape.
soundtrack.
It does.
It does.
I love Apescape.
Have you ever played
What's
the
it?
greatest PlayStation game of all time, which is
Hamtaro?
It's like
No.
when you're
No.
catching monkeys
Better.
with the net and shit.
Gex Enter the Gecko?
I did
Oh,
not.
Why have I
Oh.
seen that?
I've seen it a
never
bunch, but I
played
never
it.
played
I've
it.
seen
It's
it.
the greatest game of all time.
No, wait.
I-
Great,
I'm
wait,
being
no.
sarcastic at all.
I've
Greatest
heard
game.
that it's actually pretty decent.
It's
It's
decent. That's what
imagine like
people
pop
say.
references from the 90s, but like you know Mario 3D Mario.
Mario
Yeah,
64.
yeah.
Well, it's that, but with like a lizard instead, and there's a bunch
Yeah.
of pop references.
Like Conker's Bad Fur Day. Is
Oh
it better?
wait,
Yeah.
wait, what generation are we talking? 64?
64.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of a different one, but I have seen this one. And
Yeah.
Everyone loved it, apparently.
Yeah.
I guess I just played it at the wrong time or something. But
Yeah.
it was
there
just.
is no wrong time to play it. It was trash.
I think okay.
Like, it was-
it feels like it's bad.
Like
but
I
everyone
got
says
totally
it's
mixed.
good.
I thought we were talking about I think it's like Ty the Tasmanian or something. It was like
Yeah.
on Xbox, but like no, dude,
No.
that game Gex is terrible. He had like sequels planned and he never got them because he's trash.
No, the best game on
I don't
PS2
just-
was Psychonauts.
Psychonauts is pretty good.
Psychonauts.
I didn't know it was
Psychonauts
on
was like the
PS2.
best one.
That is a great game.
Shout outs to Schaefer.
Jack and Daxter though, I don't know.
No, I was in
Ooh.
Ratchet and Clank.
Platformer.
Ratchet and Clank Boys.
What is it?
Tasmanian
Hey, yo, actually,
Hey!
we out with the sword. Michael Mason
Yo!
played that game.
Thank you, producer Mike Basil.
Get in here.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's coming
Wait,
on.
Yeah. Mike Boys.
I played that.
Put it in the mic. Put it in the
I
mic.
played that game for so long with my brother, but we didn't have a save card, so we had to do it.
Every time.
Yeah.
So we had to do the whole game in one sitting.
And if that's not
Do
the
you ever do like
PlayStation
they make you
era,
leave
I
it
don't know
overnight?
what
Don't
is.
touch it.
Yeah.
You leave it on overnight, your parents come in your room and turn it off, and you wake up and you're like,
No, no.
Also,
I had,
final
divorce.
face reveal.
I had a horror story of that. I was playing
Thank you,
Lego.
Michael.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Michael.
Michael.
He shaved today, by the way. He looks extremely.
You
Exactly.
guys have seen his face
Exactly.
now.
the man is
Fall
Exactly.
in love with him immediately.
No,
I
like,
did.
I had a
for
horror
sure.
story of that. I was playing Lego Star Wars,
Oh,
the trilogy,
Best.
Fantastic.
and I was
Best
getting
game.
just like so far through it,
I've
and
been
I
trying to
was
pirate
playing
it
through that
lately.
night, and there was a power surge.
Oh
While you
my
were
Yikes.
playing,
god.
oh my god.
And before I had a memory card, and I was just like,
Ugh.
I remember just turning off my PS4,
It's
and I was
like
just
you-
like,
oh, your PS4?
the PS2, I mean.
Oh,
Damn. Dude,
No.
that hurt. I was
Like-
like,
That
was
shit
one of the worst games
hurted.
of all time.
Because
That
like
shit hurted.
power surges, you can get lucky. Like you can surge for a minute, like trip, but it still keep going. But when it goes out, like you know that you just got screwed.
Mhm.
You're just like,
Yep.
Well, and like, all you can do is get mad and go to sleep angrily.
exactly. You're
You
not
just-
sleeping good after
Yeah,
that.
no, you're pissed off right then. Like,
You know, eat food after that,
angry
you're just like,
It's like betting money on a team, but worse because it was in your hands and you didn't do anything.
and it was
like,
like
betting money on a team
your
and they
childhood
didn't show
time.
up to the game.
Yes, exactly. Like, why did we get started?
No, it's
the
like
worst.
you try to save like your marriage with your wife by like getting tickets to a it was an Indie Irie
Oh yeah.
Indie
yeah.
Irie show,
Yeah.
and it doesn't show up. You're like, damn it!
You can. That's interchangeable. You can put that with the Doom show or
Cool.
Lauren Hill show.
No, I meant Lauren Hill.
Lauren
I
Hill.
meant
Oh yeah,
I thought
Lauren
Lauren
Hill. She doesn't go to her shows.
The
Lauren
bu-
Hill
Really?
does not go to the Lauren Hill show.
But speaking of
Why
turning
not?
games off in the middle, if you remember Smash Brothers Melee,
Oh, of course we do.
unlocking Mewtwo,
Oh my god.
that was the most
20
satisfying.
hours of like I remember the hack was you put on a match between two computers, player one's on the character you like.
Okay.
You leave that on for 20 hours and you go to school. Or you leave it on overnight, go to school the next day, come back home. First of all, if you lose when you come out and you exit the match, you have to start it all over again.
Oh my
And
god.
second of all, most parents walked in rooms and turned off the console. So I know some kids
Oh.
to this day that have not been able to unlock Mewtwo.
But
So
he was like the
reason.
best character.
Yes.
That's where Mewtwo King came
Yes, it's true. Like back in the day when everybody was trash, it was Roy and Mewtwo.
Yeah.
And those were the best
Dude,
characters.
Roy beat my brothers would play Roy and stuff. And they beat my ass constantly.
from. He destroyed
And
people.
everybody like hated
Yeah.
Marth, even though he's like the better character. But Roy had fire, so it's
yeah, for sure. That's
It's
what
obviously.
I was not
What?
playing
Jody
Melee
is a
until Tekken
Smash
developed, to be
connoisseur.
honest.
Are you serious?
You
He
want-
loves it.
I was playing like side stroller like Tony. I was playing Street Fighter and like Marvel
Oh,
superheroes.
you're
shit.
you're a purist.
Not a purist. I just
Purist.
play Street Fighter
He
games.
said,
was
I
like,
only play fighting games with the dedicated fighting community.
My
Yeah,
favorite-
Only
I,
for the
I only go
stick.
to arcades and pay with quarters. When I
Wow.
fight.
Well,
Come
it's
on,
like
man.
good
Come
luck
on,
to
man.
you.
Honestly,
over there.
why? I
Arcade
feel like there's a
Legacy.
lot of FGC like discrimination right now.
There is.
Yeah, fuck you.
There is.
Have you ever played For Honor though?
For
Oh,
Honor?
Yeah.
No.
It's
please-
kind of a
Please
fighting
enlighten
game.
me.
It's kind of a fighting game.
Is that the game with the fighting bubbles?
No,
What?
no.
You never heard of that game?
You talking about
No.
like REIO? What the fuck that? What's that called?
Fighting bubble game. Oh my god.
Oh,
For
Aria?
Honor is like this game where you play as a Viking, samurai, or knights or whatever.
and
Oh,
right?
now
that sounds
there's
sick.
Chinese people.
Chinese people now. It's like they don't have a
called-
name. They're just called Chinese.
They're
people.
called
Really?
they're called the Wu Lin. That's right. Yeah.
Wu-
Okay,
Wu- you gonna
Wu
play as
Lin.
the Wu Tang Clan?
The Wu Tang.
That's the
Let's
joke
go.
everyone makes. Yeah. Dude, it's like pretty cool though. Like you're like as a knight, or you can play as like a knight, samurai,
You
or
play
like
as Old
Viking,
Dirty
or now the
Bastard
Wu
and
Lin
just-
now, and you just do like 1v1s and just try and beat the crap out of each other.
This
and it's
just
kind of
sounds
like
like pure PS1.
it's kind of like realistic.
It looks.
How old is
It
it?
looks really. It's pretty new.
It's
Is it
it's-
mobile? Is it a
few
mobile
years-
game?
No, it's
No,
like
it's
on Xbox.
Yeah.
and-
Oh, they
It's
want
a
me to
Ubisoft
pay
game.
$50 for this?
It's like really
Kinda.
slow though,
It's pretty fun. It
because
looks
like
interesting.
it kind of yeah. What's up? Dude,
For
that's
Honor-
why I
for
always play
He asked,
Warlord.
do you just push the
One
other
of,
character?
so
off
one of
to
the
get
characters
win?
has like a
Yes,
shield,
you do.
and his whole kit is based around pushing people, and it's called legging in the game because there's like if you get someone
There's
up against the
clips and
legs
stuff.
and you push them off,
What's
they
the
die
game
right away.
called?
For
For
Honor.
Honor.
For Honor.
For Honor?
I
Yeah.
thought
Oh,
you
I
said
know what you're
For
talking.
Honor.
I know For Honor. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's
All it
like
took was
it's
that
the
one little clarification.
it's the
Oh,
fighting
got
game
it.
We
I
talk
love
too
the
fast
most.
on this show.
Really?
It's okay.
Yeah, because
Ooh.
it's like super. I really like the medieval era.
Exactly.
I got a
like,
big hard on for the medieval era.
Yeah, he does.
And it's like the most realistic fighting combat that I've come across. So.
I think my
Wow.
favorite is Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, just because.
Okay, that one is also amazing.
No, it's just like that game is just like, all right,
I'm a little
Get
upset
the hit
because
in if
these
you know what you're doing,
graphics
all
look
right,
a lot better than I
match
thought.
over. Like it can easily happen to anybody. It's like, oh, you missed that combo, X Factor,
Yeah.
match over.
Yep.
Marvel 3.
How,
Okay,
how,
just
how we
crazy.
feeling about like Injustice, Scott Among Us?
Pretty good.
I feel like
I
not a ton.
that.
Like it was
I
really
love
interesting
that
concept.
game.
I didn't get to play a lot of it though.
NetherRealm games never caught my interest as much as Capcom, but I did like the newest one with both of them.
Tekken.
Tekken is my
Tekken,
joint. I play a
yes.
lot of Tekken. I play a lot of
Yes.
Tekken 7.
I've
Also
beaten him
online.
a few times in Tekken.
I've got a
I
large
don't
majority
even play
of those
competitive
wins.
Tekken.
I
just-
no,
Ooh.
this is what this man
The
did. I
plot
beat him
thickens.
literally 15 times in a row, and he beat me once, and he posted it on Instagram story.
Actually, I can pull it up. I have it archived.
Hey,
He literally, I was just like, how dare
Yeah,
you?
But
you
let me
win
say, I
once and
beat
you're a
you.
winner. That's
I
how it
beat
works.
you like 5 times that day.
Hey,
So,
everyone knows it's not about how many times you win, but the more publicity you get for your win.
It is
True,
true.
very
and
true.
My reach is significant.
I mean,
Like,
just look
yeah.
at Rocky.
Who are you? He's
No, it didn't work
Grandes,
that way.
all right?
He's Derek so crazy.
No,
He's-
actually,
he's
it's
not
like-
even
available-
crazy.
Hold on,
He's
hold on, hold on, hold on.
calm.
My fighting game name is D-Rock.
D-Rock.
Let's keep that established.
Ooh, okay, okay,
Alright.
okay.
How is that
okay,
supposed to
okay.
help your music streams?
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stream his music.
Yeah.
Too.
You're saying at Derek So Crazy at Spotify, iTunes, you know what I'm saying? DERRICK. No, yeah, SOCRAZY.
There's a
At
Z in there?
DERRICK
Shout out.
SOCRAZY.
And you can look up me at
Yeah.
Shout out to
Gen Con and Origins.
Oh my.
Gen Con.
Shout out to
yeah.
Gunner Beats. Actually, my buddy Gunner makes some dope ass beats. Actually, he makes them. They're fucking sick. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, he's working hard on them. I'm actually super proud of him because he's working really hard. Shout out. I don't think he's actually gonna watch this.
Probably
Watch
not.
it.
Does he have
You
admin
gotta
on
watch
Instagram?
it now.
Yeah, Gunner Beats GNNR. I think. It's
Gunner.
Also, his
Pretty
name's
solid.
Gunner.
His
so
name's
like,
Gunner.
That's a really cool
That's the
name.
actual name.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a ginger.
Oh, nice.
Nice
That's
little
his
redhead
most
going on.
defining
They have
trait,
character.
apparently.
They have
Well,
a
he's a
character.
ginger and his name's Gunner. You know.
Like, what more can you want?
He also skates.
pretty Viking,
He also skates sometimes.
honestly.
I skate sometimes.
Me too. We should skate sometime.
We should skate
Honestly,
sometime.
I'm
Wait,
teaching myself.
What
It's
type of skates
official.
are we talking about? Like
I
roller
now
skates?
pronounce you.
Rollerblades. You
Oh,
no,
yeah,
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 like
yeah.
skateboard.
I now
We can go to
pronounce
the
you
roller
too.
derby.
I
Maybe
really went to
sometime.
the skating rink for the first time in years
Oh,
the other
shit.
day.
I
Yeah.
Really? How
super
was it?
I got a
difficult to do
blister.
that.
Ooh.
Like ice
Like,
skating, you talking?
go down.
Like yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
with
so
the
fun.
wheels.
Oh,
the
yeah,
roller rink.
yeah,
Yep,
roller
yep,
rink.
yep.
Actually, super fun.
Yeah, like
So-
10 out of 10. I actually
Where'd
kind of
you
missed
go?
them. I managed to teach myself how to skate backwards a little
Oh
bit.
shit!
Yeah.
I've been going to an ice rink with Trevor because he plays a lot of hockey. Or he likes hockey a lot, so we've been going on ice rinks. And Trevor, my buddy Trevor,
So you have other friends?
I do
Who
have other
doesn't
friends.
know Trevor, dude? Like,
Yeah, shout out to Trevor Lewis.
Yup.
He got a little beard. You might see him around.
He looks like a goat.
He looks like a goat / old man.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I thought you
cute.
were talking about Trevor Noah.
Yeah, Trevor
Oh.
Noah. Yeah.
You know who Trevor
How-
Noah
how the
is?
I don't leave.
Frick,
my,
did you learn how to do it backwards? I cannot. do
Oh,
it
not ice skating. The roller skating.
Yeah, but you didn't roll it. It's basically
like
tried,
okay, so
right?
it's like pizza French fry type deal.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm not good at it, but like
learned
I
that
go
from
backwards.
Laszlo.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, exactly. That's all I was thinking. Pizza French fry. Like you just kind of like pizza,
all
and
I
then you start
remember.
rolling backwards, and then you just kind of curve them in. You just like it's like a woo motion.
Oh, it's like on a
It's
wave
really weird.
motion.
Yeah, exactly. But it's
Right.
backwards.
You know, it was an underrated Cartoon Network show. It wasn't the best, but it was underrated.
My gym partners.
I was actually gonna
Oh,
say that.
I
Yeah.
love
my
that
gym
show.
partners a monkey.
Yup,
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 yeah,
yup,
you know.
yup.
He
My
knows,
gym
he's
partner's a
there.
monkey. That's what he's talking
Gotta snap.
about.
Gotta snap every time. Every
I
time.
never saw that
My
show.
gym partner's a
a
monkey.
monkey,
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 monkey, monkey.
Boy, this school's a train in the rack.
Wait a second.
It was literally
The
kid.
memories are coming back.
It was
Yeah.
literally
Like the one
I used to
human
go to a
was
human
sent to
school
the
where everything
animals.
was the
Wait.
same.
Wait.
It was the prequel to Zootopia.
Oh my God, they were all animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
I
kid went
remember
to
now.
high school and it was just like high school of all animals.
Yeah. That show didn't air that long, did it?
Yeah, it did.
It
Did
for
it
a minute.
really?
For
For
my
a hot
childhood,
sec-
it was just
most
like
of
really
my-
stretched out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I watched that
I
show a
feel like
lot,
it
but
was
I
like
don't
3
remember
seasons, but it felt like
anything
wasn't that
about
long.
it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Cartoon Network seasons were like super long though.
They
Like, one
were,
season
like,
it'd be
yeah.
like 30 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
For real though.
Well,
Bro.
then like you wait all day watching it, then you hit Toonami. and
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude. I
The
miss
video
Cartoon
game. Do
Network.
you remember? Did you play the game on the website?
Why would I play the game?
Yeah. Oh, dude, the game was so fun.
Bro, and the game was fire.
I was too busy playing Teen Titans Battle Blitz. Thank you.
Oh,
The
Also,
thank you
ultimate
very
fighting
much.
game. The
Did-
ultimate fighting.
Did you have the
game.
PS2 Teen Titans game?
No.
Oh, that game.
I played it at
was
um.
Awesome.
Shout out to Teen
I played it at
Titans, though.
Meyer on a PlayStation 2 in 2006.
This is just nostalgia of the show.
They
right
need
now.
to bring
What
back
the fuck?
Teen Titans,
They did.
not Teen Titans
Not-
Go.
No, it's back.
They're
It's called
making.
Teen Titans Go.
No,
They're
that
making a
doesn't
movie
count.
about.
The
They're making
Teen
a
Titans
movie
Know is
follow-up
next.
to that.
The only thing I respect about Teen Titans Go is they know what they are and they'll make
You get more
jokes.
content.
Yeah.
It's a
They,
movie,
they
not
know
a
exactly.
season.
And it's gonna be
Yeah.
funny
They're
sometimes.
I'm not gonna lie. I legitimately laughed at the Batman origin scene in Teen Titans Go.
What was it?
What was it?
I wish there was a way you could pull it up. Basically,
Google it. We need to do it.
Batman.
Pull it up, Jamie.
Oh, can you
That's Joe
show
Rogan
it
reference.
live?
Yeah, he can probably do it.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Brendan's
gotta
doing it.
make
He's
it
like,
happen.
Basically, a little explanation of it. So, you know, there's the Batman scene that we all know, young Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne
Yes,
and his
of course.
parents.
Oh, and then when
But
they
it's
like they
like-
get.
Yeah,
Teen
but it's like
Titans Go, I think.
Robin goes to the past, drags his parents into this alley, and then they get shot, and then he walks out whistling, and he's happy, and then like Batman's crying. It's hilarious.
Oh,
What?
shit.
There's
Like,
Wow.
also one in the movie where like they give the dude like the gun and stuff to like go in the alley and kill his parents.
That's well. You tell me the
Oh
the
my
Titans
God.
killed Batman's parents.
The Robin did.
Yeah.
It was all a
That
a
is
ploy.
They said,
Fucked.
"Hey, Bruce, we need you." Sorry,
Dick-
bud.
Dick-
Exactly.
What's his last name?
Dick Grayson.
Dick
Dick Grayson.
Dick Butt. That's
What
his
is
name.
Dick
I mean,
Grayson?
hey,
Butt.
proper name. Proper
Hey.
name.
Was he the one that turned into the guy that murdered everyone?
No, that
No,
was
that's Red Hood. That's
Oh, yeah.
Tom.
that's Todd.
Jason
Drake.
Todd.
In his
Todd,
defense, he did get murdered brutally.
Yeah, he did get brutally
Jason
murdered.
Todd is
Oh
my
yeah,
favorite
that was
Robin,
with
though.
Same.
that
For
was
real.
with where the
So a
Joker.
A lot of
He's
people
really
don't
more
like
of
him. They
an
say he's
effect
bland,
than
but
a
I think he's cool
cause.
as fuck.
Yeah,
Nah,
dude,
yeah.
he was.
Then he got put in the Lazarus pit.
Oh,
Jason
did he?
Todd's
Yeah, that's
dope.
how he got resurrected,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
yeah.
that's why he kills people now, because he's like basically he's a little bit over the edge now. He's like, "Fuck you, Batman."
Ra's
I'll
al
murder
Ghul
people."
was
Yeah.
like,
Crazy. Did you ever watch Under the Hood?
Yeah.
So good.
Under the Red Hood, yeah.
that was a good one.
Mhm.
That was really good. I gotta watch it when I get home.
Better than a Killing Joke. I'm gonna Google it real quick. Y'all go ahead and talk.
Yeah.
It do not matter.
Yeah.
Just talk about Batman related things.
Batman
really?
Beyond.
Okay.
By far
Oh,
the best
so good.
Amazing, fantastic.
Oh, that was just just thinking about it now. Like Mark Hamill's the Joker in that too, right? He's like
Yeah.
Joker in most
Yeah.
of that shit.
Yeah.
So good.
Batman
Fuck.
movie. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Right,
Cartoon
it was
Network
such a good show.
I'm just
had
getting
such a
flooded with
golden
memories.
age.
Too good.
Okay,
Yeah,
B-Man,
dude,
look
yeah.
up Teen Titans kill Bruce's parents
Teen Titans killed Bruce's parents.
on YouTube.
Batman Beyond. Oh my god.
Right.
On YouTube.
Cartoon Network had just
I'm
a
pretty sure I had
glory age.
an
The
action
only
figure of
thing,
that
if
when I was a
Cartoon
kid.
Network had this one show, which I'm pretty sure they did, it would make them literally like the best like cartoon network of all time.
Whoa.
Wait, what show?
What show?
The 2006 Ninja Turtles or 2003 Ninja Turtles.
Oh, the 2003 Ninja. They had it though for a while.
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Oh, they're the
for a
goat.
while.
Was
the
it on
goat.
Disney
The goat.
XD though?
I think
Oh yeah.
it
The
got
later
passed
ones.
around by everyone.
Later
It got
one
passed
was.
around with the original
Yeah.
season run.
Yeah. But they
Dude.
definitely had it because I remember watching it on.
Yeah, because it was
I
part
got-
of like his W like V2.
I got two
Mm.
words for you: Samurai Jack.
Oh.
I always respected. I never got that into Samurai Jack.
Samurai
Really?
Jack is the only show to have gotten a proper finish. Like,
Yeah, it didn't have a
12 plus
proper
years
reboot.
Yeah.
afterwards, like,
I still haven't sat down and watched like the newest episode.
I
then
will.
I'm not
I
going to ruin it for you, but they did it
looks
justice.
so good.
It's even though I'm. Never mind. I'm
Was
not
it
gonna
good?
I watched
do
like the
was
first,
it,
like,
was it
2 or
good or was
3.
it bad?
It was good, but I just felt a little empty on the inside of things.
Really?
Oh man.
And it's not because it was bad. I just felt a little empty on the inside.
Because it was just sad. Like,
It was like,
I'm
oh,
not
that-
even gonna tell you.
it's
You just
like,
gotta
oh,
watch
I'm
it.
Now
sure
I gotta
Jack-
watch
I'm
it.
sure Jack's
It's like,
out.
oh, they actually ended it.
Well, it's not even that. It's like because of the narrative, I was disgruntled.
Well, the narrative is all like Samurai Jack's all like hardened and like depressed and shit because he's been in the future for like
Little bit,
years
yeah,
and years, and he's
yeah.
like he's a war vet basically now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just like seeing all these people that he couldn't save and like I saw a few episodes.
Yeah.
It is fucked, but it's really good.
It's great
It's
because
very
like
good.
for the most part they tried to keep the same voices. The voice
Mhm.
actor that replaced Mako did a pretty good job. Aku is still funny.
Mhm.
Still has
I
humor.
love
Like
Aku.
it's
The
great.
Scotsman is in a wheelchair and has a machine
Oh
gun.
my
leg.
god, it's crazy! Like all the characters you grew up watching, like they're still
Mhm.
like
I
they
love that shit.
progress with you. They're not just like in a bubble
No.
being the same.
Yeah, I felt like they were actually like though it's been lived in.
Mhm.
That's awesome. I
I'm so
love it.
happy they went back and finished it.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like the treatment that I was hoping I would get with like Teen Titans,
Yeah.
Young Justice,
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls, like all of those shows.
But you know what is coming back? Hunter x Hunter.
Is
Anime
it?
and manga, yeah.
They say that, but
Hunter,
No, they
Hunter x
confirmed
Hunter's
it.
been going on for so long.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like they're continuing, like they're actually doing the next arc. They're not rebooting it.
I got
Oh,
Yu Yu
shit.
Hakusho, so I'm good.
Okay.
I like Hunter x Hunter.
I know, but Yu Yu Hakusho like it's finished. I don't know if Hunter's ever getting finished.
It's gonna get finished.
It's gonna be like One
Ah.
Piece. It just keeps going on. and
One
on.
Piece is so cool
Hunter's
though,
not
'cause
even
you're like,
that
I
long.
wonder
One
what he's
Piece-
gonna get next.
But it's got like 1,000 episodes, and I don't
It's
feel like I can
We were
watch
talking
Oh,
about
I'm
this.
caught up. Like I
Great.
literally, like, I
Oh my
started.
God.
I started watching or rewatching the One Piece anime freshman year. I didn't get caught up to like either the end of sophomore year or the very beginning of junior year.
Yeah, but you probably weren't watching it as like
Hard. You
addictively
weren't,
as
like,
could've
binging it?
been. Yeah.
Doesn't
I
One
was
Piece?
binging it a lot.
Oh shit.
Doesn't One Piece have like filler seasons?
I
Yes.
skipped those though, personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
After a while, you start skipping.
I just
Yeah.
read the manga. to
Shout out
catch
to
up.
Naruto. Like the whole they like had 200 episodes of just filler, and it's like fuck. You
I'm
know.
not even gonna lie. I didn't even finish Shippuden because of that. Like I just watched like
Same.
the last
Same.
like
Things are-
5,
yeah.
10 episodes.
Naruto is like my shit because I grew up on that stuff. Like
Yeah.
I love Naruto, and I watched the whole first like like hand seals and stuff. You know what's up? Like
Exactly. And the thing that was so good about
Yeah.
the original Naruto was all the filler was like in the last at the very
Yeah,
end.
very
That
there
was
was
cool.
no filler.
After episode 135, like you could have just skipped on to Shippuden, which
yeah.
is kind of.
And what sucks though is Shippuden, like the fights are fucking sweet. They're just crazy and epic, but they're like 10 episodes long, just one fight because it's like they're just dragging
True.
it. They just drag it.
My
But you know
personal
what?
gripe,
Fuck.
It's still not DBZ, and it's crazy because that's what all the shows like DBZ and then Dragon Ball had no filler. So what
but
you're
my personal gripe was the fact that the music in Shippuden was compared to the original series.
Dude, I still listen to Naruto sometimes at the gym. Like,
The-
like
it's perfect. It's perfect.
Oh, it's so good.
And there's so many songs that I want that were never released. Now I have all this hope that they're gonna be released. Like,
Speaking of hit animes, there's a new miniseries coming out on YouTube. So do you know of Narmak? Okay. So have you ever seen? You'll probably
scared.
know him from this. Have you ever seen the SpongeBob SquarePants anime openings?
Oh my
yes,
God.
yes.
The guy who does those is making a SpongeBob anime miniseries.
Are you
now.
serious?
Yeah.
I watched
Ooh.
the anime opening a lot more than I like to admit.
He watched it so many times.
Like
Yep.
I found a song that matches perfectly, so like I'll put on a song and then like I'll stream the anime opening and I'll just get all emotional watching it.
Huh? Just look up Naruto theme, Rising Fighting Spirit. This makes me want to go just fucking fight motherfuckers. Like,
It's
literally.
And I think
like,
you should.
"Ah!" Yeah,
and
straight
I
up.
really think you should. Like that should be a
start-
that would be a
people.
great
Start-
podcast segment.
Sorry,
just
attack
fighting people.
Hey, there's
Yes.
one time I was listening to the Naruto soundtrack, and then there was a guy on the side of the street, and he just had a very punchable face.
Broke
so
his
I
nose.
think if
Right
I
there
was
on the
ever
spot.
a UFC fighter, I would make that my walk-in music.
That would be amazing. I'd be a fan.
Have a
For sure.
headband on as well.
Oh yeah, I'd straight up Rasengan him, bitch. Like,
Ooh.
No, you gotta like run in like Naruto run and then just drop kick him.
before the fight even starts. True, that's my ninja way.
Exactly, and that's how the fight started. And like, we got the champ. Just believe it. Like, damn,
I think
kick that dude.
just be a meme fighter.
Meme fighter.
I have
Yeah.
only watched one anime all the way through in my entire life.
Which one?
The one that I loved the most because it was the only one I could really get into. It's really hard for me to get into anime, but Full Metal Alchemist.
What's the one?
Oh, Full Metal
Yes.
Alchemist.
I just
Brotherhood.
binge watched that 2 Spring Break show.
So good.
Man.
What's that one? What's the name of the Cowboy Bebop song you had? You remade?
Oh, Cats on Mars.
Yes. Wait, can you play Cats on Mars?
It's the best song ever.
It is.
What's it from?
Making our
Cowboy
executive
Bebop.
producer
Oh,
work.
I fucking love Cowboy Bebop. I still haven't finished it though. The intro is so good. I learned like kind of it on bass a little bit.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'll
Doom,
I-
doom, 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 doom.
Cats on Mars.
Cats
Cats
on Mars.
on Mars.
Like
Meow.
Cowboy
Meow
Bebop.
Meow on Red
Mo-
Planet.
on
That
Mon-
sounds like
yup.
it would be
I
the
re-
song
Bro,
title.
do you guys
to
remember
a-
I
Nancat?
remade the beat the other
Remember
day.
Nancat?
And
Oh God.
Do you
Wait.
remember Nancat?
Yeah.
Nancat,
Yeah.
best song ever.
Sounds like something I'd find in Undertale.
It gets
soundtrack.
better. It gets better.
Wait till the vocals come.
It's a bop.
It's a
bop.
bop.
It's a bop.
It's a bop.
And the verse is so cute.
This one Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. Like whenever Ed is on screen.
Oh, I fucking love that.
Alright, you got the verse? You got to sing it?
New chains. Oh, rain.
Oh, you rapping.
Go fangs. Go rain. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Finish it. That was going
Keep
good.
going.
I can't right now.
Yeah, let's.
Go chains. Go rings. New things. Silver rings. Go fangs. Little dangerous. Little dangerous. Little dangerous. Little small thing. Little through thing. I don't know the rap. I the best thing. The best thing. With the fresh change. With the fresh thing. With the red lane. Call Rich Gang. With the fresh thing. Gone. For the fun. For the marathon. For the gun. Got the like I'm playing Tron. We playing Tron.
Oh.
Accurate reference, proper reference. Thank you. Let's clap it up for
I take some balls.
Derek
I don't
So Crazy.
like
for that.
freestyling. I'm not
And again,
freestyling.
shameless plug. You can follow Derek So Crazy at THEE Grandace. Again,
No,
you can
at-
follow Derek So
At
Crazy at
DERRICK SOCRAZY.
Did you spell the D word in there? This
DERRICK.
man spelled dick. I heard it.
We can't say dick on this
You can't
podcast.
say that on
can't
the air.
say-
You can't say cock.
or dick.
Or
But,
that.
What about
I think
prick?
that's been a great intro
We
so
don't-
far. So
Yeah.
y'all want to go ahead and get into the
we
show?
will,
Yeah,
let's actually start the
All right,
show.
bet. All right.
So, all right. Hi everyone. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Wait, welcome.
Yeah.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Today
Exactly.
we are going to be baking a cake.
Wait.
Oh, boy,
Can we
what
make that a pie?
flavor?
Can we make that a pie?
Yeah.
What
type of
flavor?
Apple.
Oh.
Oh, are you gonna do
That's
pie
bland.
flavor? Okay. Bad joke.
We'll give you a second to Google more interesting flavors.
Raspberry.
What
Ras-
what about a cement?
Rasputin.
Yeah, Rasputin
Rah,
pie.
rah,
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
Actually, I could go for some Oreo like ice cream pie right now. That's
I
what's
could
funny.
eat a Oreo pie. What about a people pie, like made out of person?
That's murder.
That's cannibalism.
Wait,
Murder.
that's what cannibalism is?
That's murder.
Yeah, it's like I used to think as a kid
That's
that it was
murder.
meant like killing people with cannonballs, but no, it's like humans eat humans.
That's what I always thought it was too.
Yeah.
Cannibalism.
Exactly, cannonballs. I'm like, dang, it's like people literally have like portable cannonballs
think
now. I
it's
need to get
dead.
one.
Oh, I think
What if
it's
you-
just dead.
What if you killed someone with a cannonball and then ate them after you killed them with a
I
cannonball?
Cannonball cannibalism?
Cannonball
Conversation, and I came
cannibalism?
back to
Cannibalism.
something.
It's
Yeah.
cannibalism.
wasn't prepared
Cannibalism.
for-
Cannibalism.
But then there's it's not just you eating the person; it's a cabal of people. So it's a cannonball.
What if you shoot someone
cannibalism
out of a
cabal.
cannon into a ball?
So
Like there's a cannonball just sitting there, and then you
Okay.
shoot someone out of the cannon, and they hit themselves on the ball, and they die.
okay, so
That's balling somebody.
cannonball balling cannibalism cabal.
That's balling a cannibal.
Yeah, cannonballing balling cannonball bowling
Exactly.
cannibalism cabal.
You're gonna be a cannonball. You're gonna be a cannonballer who's balling.
What if
A
you
cannibal.
What if you have a lot of money, you shoot someone out of a cannonball out of a cannon into a ball, and you eat them, and there's a lot of it. A lot of that going on.
Sounds like cinnamon rolls.
Mm-hmm. About right.
It is just it's all
It's
leads
all
to cinnamon rolls in the
at
end.
very
Really,
end, yeah.
it's like Tyrion Lannister said
Yeah.
in the episode of Star Wars. It's all cinnamon rolls in the end.
Yep. Do or do not. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, how do you guys feel about the new Star Wars trilogy?
I never really liked Star Wars. You can
oh,
stone me
he can
now.
eat a dick. But
Yeah.
what?
What?
This is right up my-
Excuse me?
First of all, the new trilogy doesn't need to exist.
Okay, I don't like it either. Really.
But it's not Lucas affiliated though, so
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
have comfort in that.
Apparently, they're talking to him more in this last one, which I'm not too upset about because they brought back Palpatine, the main villain in the first two movies.
Wait.
Nothing
wait,
happened
wait,
with him.
wait,
Nothing.
wait,
They
wait,
did all the
wait,
movies just died.
wait. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen episode 8 yet.
Spoiler.
Uh-oh.
He's
Yes!
coming in.
Our
yeah,
executive producer is
yeah,
coming in.
coming in.
Yes.
Probably with a stone
Somebody- somebody lock the
to
door.
All I'm
break
gonna
my
say
head in.
is-
This is what I want.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay, so if we're talking about the fucking new Star Wars
Uh-oh.
trilogy, they switched directors. You know, they had J.J. Abrams first,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they switched to that other guy. And apparently that other guy, like,
Rain Johnson, or
like
whatever.
J.J. Abrams, had a whole thing planned for the whole trilogy, right?
Yeah.
And then this guy comes in, and he's like, fuck that.
Oh, he
And so he
rewrote it?
takes all the mystery and stuff away from the original bad guy, where, like, they had did you see, like, all of the things that, like, were in the fan forums about who that guy could
Yeah,
be?
he could have
Yeah,
been
that
like
was cool.
Palpatine's like force puppet and shit.
He
and
could have
all-
been Darth Plagueis the Wise.
He could have been.
He could have been.
I do know about him. That would have been
How
cool.
awesome would that have been?
It
How
would've
would
been
that have been?
It would have been fucking nuts. But that's why they have Palpatine though. Palpatine's coming back because
Yeah, but still, if they were able to top Palpatine in evil levels by bringing back fucking Darth Plagueis the Wise. First of all, Darth Plagueis the Wise was the guy who figured out how to bring
Also-
people back to
yeah,
life.
but
so
also-
it would make sense that he was
think
alive.
Think about this logically from the movies. Darth Plagueis is brought up once
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Palpatine was from the
Brandon, it's what the people want.
The people are stupid,
Nobody wants that.
and I hate you for bringing
I-
this
Why
into
would I
reality.
build-
Palpatine, if we could seriously,
Palpatine-
even though he's brought up once, if you could make Palpatine look like a bitch, do you understand how awesome that would be?
I think that would be a cool like nod to just paying attention.
It would have
Like,
been cool.
think-
I agree that it would be cool. However, Palpatine's still like I am a little upset they brought back Palpatine.
Okay, think
A
about how
little bit.
terrible that is. Like you have to like spend your
Resurrect him.
whole series
They did
on
so
one
much build
person.
up on this
like,
dude and just killed him off.
Yeah,
Nothing.
it was like not connected to
not
anything, and that's so annoying.
Wasn't
to me.
even a fight. It was a haha. I tricked you. You're cut in half now.
I really hated how in that first, what was the first one called again? The Force Awakens. Was
Yeah.
that- They had like this nice mystery around him, like they shrouded
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
No one really knew what it was. And then in the next movie, they just had him fully lit, wearing nice, colorful clothing. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's just a fucking guy. Like it
He's
wasn't even
bald.
doing anything.
That's what happens when you waste Mark
And then he
Hamill.
was-
Ray,
and then
Ray
it-
fucking, who are our parents?
Yeah.
What is that?
They're alcoholics. Fuck them. It's like what?
She has no parents.
And how would you know? You're no one.
But
You're
Rogue
just
One
some
was pretty
random
good.
guy who knows how to use the Force for some fuck. They better explain. I swear to God, if they don't explain that shit in this next one, I'm going to shit my pants
But hey, Rogue One.
from pure anger.
Rogue One was dope.
solid.
I love
Rogue
Rogue
One
One.
was
Rogue
very
One was
solid.
Studio.
Right.
Rogue One was good as shit. Even the Han Solo movie was good. It was
that
like a
was
cool
great. That
fucking,
was great.
Like, heist movie.
Yes,
That was a good
yes.
movie. Yeah.
But Force Awakens, they're like, hey, Kylo Ren, the big bad guy, is just a little bitch boy. He
Yeah.
doesn't kill anyone.
Yes.
And then his master was even more of a bitch boy.
Yeah.
He didn't do shit.
He doesn't like. Okay, we have Darth Vader, literally fucking choke forcing motherfuckers on the fucking telephone.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I don't believe in your ancient religion. He's like, oh, that's cool. Choke. Oh, how about that? How about that? How about that?
How
And-
about the whole game?
Yeah. Then
How
Kylo
about
Ren's,
that?
I'm upset. I'm gonna cut up this computer. Like that's what he does. That's what he's when he's angry. He cuts up like an inanimate object. Darth Vader chokes motherfuckers with his bare hands.
That's true.
Literally, on that fucking first ship, you see him towering over stormtroopers, choking motherfuckers, not even using the Force.
Which is why you needed the next really bad guy, which
Yeah.
is what was that guy's name again? Like Supreme Leader something.
Snoke.
Supreme Leader Snoke.
That sounds like a fucking fairy or something.
They need to explain
no,
who
it's
the
a-
fuck
it's a
that guy
Snoke.
was. How did
Snoke.
How did he start the? How did he start? What is it? The First Order?
Yeah, First Order.
How did he
There's-
start the First Order, and what were his motivations?
Why are there
There's
space
zero
Nazis?
character development behind Emperor Snoke.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
you're
the Empire.
Just breaking my heart here.
All this shit. Making
Hey,
me
but the
angry.
choreography was pretty
I gotta go
good.
back to
I just-
switching. Mikey's
wow.
doing it for me. Thank
Like,
you
I'm
for
still
listening
gonna
to my
watch the
ranting.
movie
No, I really
at some
enjoyed
point,
it.
but
Everybody-
like
at least
my heart
somebody
is
could
broken
execute
now that I
producer,
know.
Brendan
So I was sitting there
Mitchell.
wondering like, who can this guy be? Oh,
Thank you, by the way. I have a lot to rant about, but it's fucking stupid.
wow, my
I
heart
will say
hurts.
the only
Sorry,
thing I
but
remember
makes
about
me angry.
the last Star Wars
Shout out
movie.
to the random chick. Sorry, keep going.
What? No, you first.
The one chick who's in the second movie, you saw it, right?
Yeah.
She has no reason to be in it. She was literally like a plumber, like the Asian girl. You know what I'm talking about? Well, I feel bad for her. First of all, I'll say that I feel bad because basically she got like chased off of Instagram because people were like, "You're
Oh, like
the
this is a
fucking
real
worst."
person?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, actually, he's
man.
right. What it was like it was this chick and her sister, like it was twins.
Her sister was like a
Yeah.
pilot who like
Yeah.
basically bombed one of the.
She did like a suicide bomb thing, like to like.
Yeah,
throw in, like,
she
these big
sacrificed her life.
missions.
She's a hero.
Yeah, and then like
Are
this
they
chick,
old?
They're like
No,
they're
no,
the same
you
age
said-
as the main characters,
Yeah.
like Ray and stuff like that.
and she just
okay.
runs into Finn, and just on a trip with Finn.
Basically, she just joins them for no reason.
Okay, yeah.
And basically, she's like, "I'm a plumber, and I'm here to make sure no one steals these shuttles." And Poe's like, "I'm like the hero. Like, let me do this. I have to do this for like a mission." She's like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm coming along." And then she does. Then also, like, spoiler alert, like she like Poe's about to make this. Is it? It's not Poe, is it?
I thought it was Finn. No,
It's
not
Finn. It's Finn.
Finn,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry. Poe Dameron or some
We
shit.
have a dog named Jake.
Finn. Basically, he's about to save. He's about to like save the day, like
Yeah.
sacrifice his life, but to save the day, save the whole rebellion.
Yes.
And this chick just ruins it. She stops him. Like basically, he's about to like crash
yeah.
into this giant death
I
laser
remember
thing,
that.
Yeah.
and he's about to stop this, save the day by sacrificing his life. He's like, "I've accepted this fate," and she crashes into him, and like he's like. Middle of the crash, like body of his torso's like crunched, fire is burning around him, and she's like, "I love you, Finn," and kisses him. And he's like, "Bitch, I was gonna die, I was gonna save everyone, and you ruined this shit. What's wrong with you?" And like that happened, and I'm like, "Why did you do this?"
And then she goes into a coma afterwards, and he's just like, "This dumb bitch."
He's like, "Why are we friends?"
He's like, "Not you,
Yeah.
not you."
I feel like actors need to know when they're taking these roles that their hate probably
Exactly,
extend
people are gonna,
beyond
like-
the role.
Well,
Like, you know the guy
people
from-
calling her worse than Jar Jar Binks.
Well, because you know the guy from
Walking
that's
Dead.
distracting.
no, from Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
said
Yeah.
unleash the stop the generator or whatever that was holding all of them.
Mhm.
Like he still gets called dickhead in New York to this day.
Really?
It's more so joking at this
Yeah,
point, but
yeah.
like the hate goes far
It's
beyond.
weird
the
how,
Well, she
role.
got chased. She got chased off of
characters you
Instagram.
play.
People
People will
hate
hate
her. They hate her a lot.
That's what happened with the person who plays Cersei Lannister.
Well, I think it's because she's a good actress.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Her
Oh,
character
so-
herself is good. Like it's like a
Yeah.
good, well-written
Yeah.
character, very good, lawful evil as fuck,
Yeah.
Mhm.
doing what you need to do. Rose in the Star Wars trilogies had no purpose. She was literally written in the last second. I'm pissed about this because apparently the whole casino scene that they do on that planet, it was supposed to be Finn and Poe, and they had this whole like conflict about like slavery because there's a whole like a slave thing on this casino planet. There was a whole kind of conflict between them. But the guy was like, "No, fuck that. I'm gonna put in this random character that you haven't met before, who was a fucking plumber before," and she's just like guilt
Wait,
tripping him the whole
Can we
time.
just at least do the respect of looking up the name of the director so we can slander them properly?
I think it's like Ryan Johnson or something.
I just want to know so when
Of
we're
course, a man
expelling
named
this
Ryan
hate, we can just put
Johnson.
this on his name. So you're like, what's the point of having a trilogy that's announced if you don't have all three movies written? Like that's my thing.
Wait,
Like,
what?
Like if you're gonna scrap
It's
like
Star
the
Wars.
idea,
It is Star Wars. They can make money regardless. They don't give
Exactly.
It hurt. Like
There's
why
so
call it
much source
episode
material.
7?
In the
Like
soul.
I'm just mad because they have so much material or source material they could go off of.
There's
so much.
like the Mandalorian series that
Eh,
they came out with. That I am so pumped for that shit. That's gonna be fucking sweet.
Mhm.
There's so much cool lore in Star Wars, but they're like, nah,
Ryan
fuck
It's
that.
even
Johnson.
spelt dumb.
Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, he has
Ryan
Ryan
Johnson.
Yeah,
Dumb
we hate
name.
you.
Your
Dumb
parents
name.
didn't like you because they
He
put an
deserves
I
hate.
instead of a
He deserves
Y.
hate.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Terrible
always
guy.
taught.
Fuck that guy.
I before A
Basically,
except
Adolf
after Y.
Hitler's movies.
Whoa. I don't know about that.
Not that, but
Again,
Tim Burton's
it's
kinda
in the
like
script
that.
for him to say that. So
Exactly,
hey, that's the
exactly,
character. It's
exactly.
not actually.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
Don't
feel-
send them letters, people. Don't
don't.
send them
They won't.
He's
no.
a
Hey.
he's a fine person.
I'm sure he's
What
an
if you
okay
like
guy.
open some mail tomorrow? It's gonna have some anthrax in it. Like,
Here's a.
God.
It's not even like the poison. It's just like the metal band. Here's
Yeah,
an
the
album.
CD.
Oh man, I love this band.
Have you heard of the service that sends gorilla poop to people?
Oh,
There's
It's
a
a
service.
service.
Yeah, there's like a service where like people get gorilla poop.
Who collects that?
It's like the worst thing ever, and it's like such a dick move.
it's like
but
the opposite end of the spectrum for the like service that sends glitter to people.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it's actually
Yeah.
the glitter
It's
one.
like they, like you get to pick your side.
It's like, do you want to be really annoying, like tedious, and have them clean glitter from everything for like a year, or do you want them just to have a bucket of shit?
I feel like the glitter would hurt longer.
Yeah, glitter is a long.
The shit would make me madder off bat though.
Yeah.
I'd get more mad from the glitter because like you
It's
can
like
smell the
over
package.
time,
You're like,
yeah.
this isn't right.
Quick-
But like,
Quick story. 3rd grade.
God.
I had my 3rd grade birthday party,
Mhm.
and so I had all the kids in my grade there having a great time, and there was a present amongst all the presents. And I picked up. It was kind of heavy. I was like, "Whoa, who's this from?" I look at it. It says from Tanner.
That's-
My third,
oh
bra-
my
my
God.
third brain mind went, I don't know anybody named Tanner. Completely forgetting my dog's name was Tanner. And my brothers filled this bag full of dog shit, and they're like, "Happy birthday!" And I was like, "What is this?" I just picked up this big bag of shit, and I was like, "What is? Oh God, why?"
Oh no!
Yeah!
Ah!
I
I've
just
been
stared at-
duped!
I just ran around. Oh God! Look at this shit! In my
What do I do with this shit? What do I do with this shit?
So I think just getting a bucket of Gorilla shit, I'd be pissed.
that's something where you gotta
Yeah.
put that back in their bed.
It's like do you want
I
You
would
have
have
to
got
hit
my
him in the
ass.
face
They're
with
like
that.
5-6 years older than me. I would get my ass beat. So I was like,
Sometimes the beating is worth it. You guys let them know that like you won't take it.
Yeah, that's right. You establish the hierarchy.
Oh yeah. Well, they know now. I'm
you
bigger
be
than
Megan
them now.
and you make them Drake and Josh.
Or you could be like, or like even Finn with Malcolm in the Middle is like everybody got even at some point with Malcolm in the Middle. No
That's
matter
true.
no matter
That
who
is
they were in the
true.
hierarchy, they were gonna get their.
But everybody got bruised
Comeuppance.
a lot. in
Yeah,
my-
everybody got in that
they
show.
were getting beaten.
Yes. Everybody got it.
Oh, fuck Ryan Johnson, by the way. God.
He sucks.
Who's that,
Still
Francis?
the right.
There
Oh,
he
no,
is.
it's
Fuck
okay.
you.
What a man.
Well timed.
Get him out of here.
Well timed.
Get him out of here.
Oh!
Get that. Get him out of here. Can't stand him.
Somebody boo
I-
this man.
If I see that face one more time, I'm gonna throw up.
Oh!
We have episode.
stance.
At least we. Wait, who's directing
Not really,
9?
though. We don't throw up. We're not.
It's
humans.
still Ryan
Is he
Johnson for
directing
9.
9?
Who? What? Where? What?
Is Ryan directing 9?
No, no,
Episode
no.
9?
I think then someone else is directing it now again.
Did they really get somebody different for each movie?
Who is that?
It's J.J. Abrams again. Basically, they said, here's a good start. Fuck you. New one. That was bad.
Wait,
Bring
so
back the old guy.
they should really just drop. Okay,
They
so
should
they should
remake the
drop
second
the
movie.
8 from the second one. Just have it like its own little thing, kind of like The Last Airbender, and then just
Don't talk
have
about that
episode
one.
8. Just change the title and let's keep moving.
Honestly,
Just two
that's
more,
what they
like,
need to do.
They have Disney money. They can do it. They
Yeah.
should do it.
They could do that.
Easily.
They has enough money where
Possibly.
people just forget about the last Star Wars movie.
They should like they should
It was
save
all
the
a
Star Wars
dream.
movie they have now and just start shooting the other one and just be like, all right, we're gonna put that on hiatus.
They should just have the next one titled "Fuck You, This Is Star Wars."
Yeah, exactly.
You're giving your money regardless.
Meanwhile, George Lucas is somewhere sitting crying because nothing he's made since his
Dude.
flop. Like,
One of the character designers for the original Star Wars series lives in our neighborhood, or my parents' neighborhood.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, what?
Fun fact. Also,
you
the guy that
from?
made the Easy Bake Oven.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
What? Oh, fuck. He made like the.
Yeah, if you go into his
Oh,
basement, he has like
shit.
dioramas of all the original like Star Wars
Wait,
characters
where
and
do you
some
live?
that didn't make the.
are you from Ohio?
Since,
Yeah,
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
He's like
He's
like
like
literally
oh,
5 minutes from my
super
house. I can
old.
walk.
Is that
Super
because
old.
the-
He's like
um,
ancient.
that's
I think he's a
amazing.
wizard.
Yeah, I think
Everything
he's
in
a-
Cincinnati,
he's a
like
zombie.
the
He's a
shoot,
rich.
what was the toy company that made it? That was in the Kroger headquarters at the bottom.
Oh man.
The it begins with a K, I
Hasbro?
think.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. but,
Hasbro?
Like, you know about you know about that, right? Though.
What?
How the original product line of the Star Wars toy the Star Wars
Yeah.
toys were made here in Cincy.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
shit, I
and,
didn't know
like
that.
the Kroger headquarters, like it was
Damn.
like
Huh.
I think like
That's
the
pretty sweet.
5th floor or
That all
something.
makes sense
That's
that
the
that
headquarters.
guy was
Yeah.
doing
Like,
it then.
Yeah.
Have you ever
that's
been
awesome.
downtown? Like,
I
have you
have
ever
been
seen that
downtown.
like that big old mural where like there's like Star Wars?
Oh,
and, like,
yeah, I think
that's
so.
why
Oh,
because that
shit.
toy company is from
Huh.
here.
Yeah,
That
Cincinnati's
means
way
there's
cooler
a-
than you think.
A warehouse
Sometimes.
somewhere in Cincinnati with a whole bunch of old vintage Star Wars like figures.
Most likely.
Oh my
Like,
God,
Worth
the
so much
treasure
money.
hunt has
Like those
begun.
Star Wars
Exactly.
figurines that are worth like
Let the
10,000
hunt
a piece.
begin.
Like those were all made here.
That's fucking sweet.
And also there's like
actually.
I don't know the story behind it, but like there's a Warner Brothers like building across
Yeah.
from Sam Adams.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
wanna buy
really?
that.
There's a really tiny like office building company.
Yeah.
It just says Warner Brothers. And I was like, wait, what? I drove by. I said, what? And it literally was like, pull up my phone as I was driving. Warner Brothers Cincinnati. And I
Yeah.
was like, what?
And it's
Is
for
it
sale.
Is it still? Oh no, so it's not used.
Yeah,
anymore.
so I'm gonna buy it just so I can preserve it, cause I know whoever's gonna buy it is probably gonna like demolish it or take the letters off. I'm like, why would you do that? Like,
Mhm.
I
It's
No,
a
I'm
cool-
gonna
it's a
go
cool
in there. It's
little
gonna be like it's like an old like Bugs Bunny. Like nobody ever comes here.
yeah, we thought you forgot about us.
Exactly.
That's where they're shooting Space Jam too.
Yeah, with LeBron. Wait, you think it's gonna be like LeBron, like now LeBron, like on the Lakers LeBron, like not doing shit LeBron?
Probably, it's probably gonna be down on his
I-
luck. Maybe him being down on his luck this season was canon.
No,
to
if
the story in Space Jam 2.
No, he's gonna be
Fuck,
like playing
that would
football.
make
That would make a
sense.
lot of sense.
LeBron's a
You're
story
joking.
maker.
No,
You know,
you're joking.
he's
I'm
a
joking, but it makes
storyteller.
sense.
I really
Michael
hope
Jordan's
that movie
playing
does well.
basketball. And LeBron was legitimately considered playing football at one point.
Yeah, but he like Michael Jordan actually
2.0.
went to play baseball though.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
But
did.
LeBron
He was
hasn't done
pro.
anything else. I'm saying what
Yeah,
they-
so
He was
that's why
bad,
I
though,
they're gonna
right?
make it different.
No,
They
but
have
he
to.
wasn't bad. He wasn't great.
What?
Yeah.
It was
Like-
just
Michael
like
Jordan at baseball.
when you're
Yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Jordan,
He wasn't
why
Bo
would you settle
Jackson
for
knocking
being
home
average?
runs first
Yeah.
time he steps out.
Yeah.
But
I really hope that movie does
Oh
very
wow!
well.
In the
though.
1930s and 40s, Cincinnati had a thriving movie industry.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Really?
Numerous film companies were clustered along Central Parkway at the edge. Warner Brothers, Fox,
time to
Standard,
resurge
Columbia, RKO.
bring it back.
RKO.
Yeah.
RKO.
Wow, straight out of nowhere.
Wait, RKO, like from
yes.
yes.
Wee wee.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Yes.
Give him a second.
Halloween. Halloween.
Town.
Lot of people. There's a lot of singing. Do the time warp.
Back to the
Rocky
Future?
Horror Picture Show.
Hey.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
That took you a hot second to come up with. I hope that was worth it. I hope someone got a laugh.
Somebody out there
Honestly.
is giggling to themselves.
I like.
that. I know the Rocky
Thanks,
Horror
Greg.
Picture Show.
Thanks for your giggle.
You guys will remember Nyan Cat.
Oh God,
All of you will remember Nyan Cat.
I don't like
Africa.
remembering Nyan Cat.
Y'all are gonna remember.
Did you play the game?
I did actually.
Did you also play Robot Unicorn Attack?
No, but
I
I
did
did
for
watch
all
the
the
commercials
commercials
that
thinking,
show,
was
that
this
game
a real
was
thing?
so crazy too.
That game was awesome.
It was an Adult Swim game, so it
Yes.
was wild. Dude, I played the game hard. Like,
I feel like this literally put me into like a seizure state as a child.
My housemate.
Yeah.
I love that game.
Yeah.
My housemate
Oh,
told me a story about his brother one time.
So much
How
nostalgia.
one time his brother,
His
his brother's just like hanging out in his place, and like his housemate made brownies like for everyone. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna try some of the brownies." You can assume what kind of brownies they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't know. He
Chocolate.
didn't know that though. Yeah,
Ah.
just regular chocolate brownies.
Yeah.
And so
They were
apparently,
filled with weed.
they got super high and started
Well, he ate like
listening.
all of them.
yeah, he ate all of them.
Because
And
he's
then
like, oh, these are good.
Doesn't that make
at
you
one
vomit?
point, they put on the Nyan Cat 10-hour version and listened to it for the entire day in their apartment. And so
How did they not blow their own brains out?
I was wondering that too. But also at one point they were on a bus ride, so I don't know. It sounds like
What?
an interesting event.
It was just a story.
It was all
This is
just
why-
fever dream.
It was all
Might
just
have
a
been.
it was all
Might
just a
have
dream.
I feel
Like
like
the
this
second
is why people that do that type of stuff should have cameras in their house, just like surveillance cameras, so we
What
can just
the
see
fuck
everything.
was I
that'd be a
doing?
good hey, you should give that to a director.
I
you know?
will.
That'd be some good
I
I
stuff.
will.
cam. You know what I'm saying?
But,
Cameras
like,
hyping
You want
out.
that?
Big, like it should be called Big
Alright.
Brother, but it would be like the cooler Big Brother.
The cooler.
And you just do a bunch of drugs.
Not
And
like
they pay you.
CBS.
Smokes weed and watch you.
It's like, hey, you want some more? All right, we got
Hey,
some more.
You ever seen
Exactly.
this porn?
Ah.
Here you go. I'm 25.
Sounds like
Yeah.
7th grade. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
found those.
Just get a bunch of people high in
Yeah,
a
think
house
we-
You think we
together.
can get Dan Giesling from the legendary Northern Lion Super Show?
And also the,
He
win-
won.
the
He won. He
ba-
won.
winner of CBS's Big Brother and runner-up of CBS's Big Brother.
Oh, that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a show called Big
There's
Brother.
a
It was like
show
it was
called-
like a reality
It was
TV
a
show.
They
reality
spy on people or
It
something.
was like they had like
Yeah.
cameras all over the place.
It's like everyone lives
Yeah,
in the
it was
same
weird.
house, and the people on the outside are always watching you, and the goal is to be the last one in the house. So basically, it's like
America
don't piss off other people in the house. Well, no, the
Wait.
people in the house.
Oh
piss you
yeah,
off.
that's right, right.
Because like it's like super political because everyone at
It's
first
like
like, hey, we're all gonna have a lot of fun
game
in this
show.
but then
Oh,
it's
then
like
they start talking
then it's
trash
like
about each
no,
other.
it becomes
Kind
politics.
of. And basically, there's like someone who's like voted like the leader of the house at one point, and they basically have cameras. They can see everything going on like,
Yeah.
in their room and stuff.
yeah.
I think that's why it's called Big Brother, because there's cameras
Yeah,
everywhere, and you
yeah,
can kind of
yeah.
spy on people.
And
Yeah.
so like every week somebody has like get voted up.
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
so basically, the people that suck the most and no one likes immediately get kicked
Yeah.
out.
That
Bruh.
sucks. That makes the show boring.
Exactly.
Well, it gets like it's like watching Game of Thrones,
like everybody
except
progressively-
everyone isn't murdering each
Some
other.
of the people
and
are really good at playing psychological
yeah,
games.
people are really good.
So like they can like mess with people. It's really
Oh, that sounds
interesting.
like fun.
and
It
like
is.
and like people make like plots to, like this person will think that they're allies with this person when really that person's allies with me and really they were backstabbing them and the whole time this is making
Okay,
me
but
do
how
better.
much money do they get for winning?
A lot.
a
actually,
lot
right?
yeah
Like
it's
a-
like really
like a-
popular show.
So can somebody just sit in a room and mind their own business and not
Yeah,
get
they
yeah,
can vote
kicked out?
it's
out,
basically
probably.
like Survivor except less well known.
But you have to make people like you.
Kind of.
Yeah,
But I
people-
couldn't
because
do
it's
that.
like it's like the
Somebody-
people
I would
in
have
the
too many
house.
haters. I would have haters. I would
Yeah.
have haters.
Well,
I hate you.
yeah, me too.
Number
It's
one.
not a
Yeah.
hey, it's not about not having haters.
I vote
It's
you
about
off now.
picking
Get off
the
the
ones who
show.
hate you wisely.
I'd vote him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's like picking.
I
No
just
money- no
shine
money
too
for you,
bright that
Derek.
people feel like they have to dim it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
burning cornies out
Hey.
here.
The thing is,
And from what I've noticed, the people that play the guilt card get pretty far.
yeah, Dan was pretty.
I've
decent.
had
Yeah.
such a hard life. I mean,
I had to
people
give
ever
away-
since I've been on the
Aw,
island,
man.
people just been
Mm.
picking on me.
I
man.
had to give away my dog.
My dog died, and I couldn't John Wick the
You're right.
situation
I killed your
because
dog.
See, and now I
I'm
don't feel bad for you.
Huh?
You're not doing it right.
huh?
I don't feel bad.
Hey, but check out Daniel Giesling. Real good man.
He's a character.
He is an absolute character.
He's a weirdo.
Have you ever like taken time to smell your microphone?
Nope.
No,
It smells like breath.
It smells like
I'm
iron.
not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
It smells like nickels.
Nickels?
Okay, yeah, no,
That's
yeah,
not
I
bad.
smell nickels.
That's a pretty
I
good
refuse
Like
to
taste.
it's like
smell
licking a
microphone.
doorknob, but for my nose.
Have you ever licked a doorknob before?
Yes.
No.
Maybe.
I saw this
I don't
thing where people put their hand on this petri dish
Mhm.
filled with some type of chemical and they let it sit for a week
Oh, I
and
saw
it grew
that.
that bacteria and that's disgusting.
That's pretty
Yeah, and
cool.
there's like, and that's why I say don't touch
So
my face.
Yeah.
$1 million. But
That's really bad 'cause I
Ooh.
always touch my face.
$1 million,
Well, like,
but you get $1 million. But every time you go through a doorway, until you spend that $1 million, you have to lick every like hand receptacle you go through the door of.
Ooh.
Pass.
You won't get to take $1 million for that.
Pass.
How many doors
So basically, every time you walk
Every
through a
time
door,
you go
any
through the
hand
doorway.
receptacle. So you
Pat.
for the rest of your
Wait,
life?
wait.
There's
so you
4
spend that
doors
$1
just to
million.
get outside.
We need to establish some rules here first. So
wait.
it's a doorway, right?
Yep.
What if you're going through like a gate, like a huge gate, and it has like big swinging doors?
Said lick it.
Well, if it has any kind of hand receptacle.
Like let's say
So
you're
even if it's like a push door with just like the flat metal part,
Dude,
that metal.
let's
Actually-
say you're going with your family to Universal Orlando to the amusement park. Every time you go through a door to a new ride, that door everyone
Like you get the
touched.
$1 million and they drag you there. You can't get out of it. Like, you're going. You're like, no.
you got
No.
the money. You're paying for it.
But no, actually,
You can't buy the
I
fast
figured out a
pass.
loophole, so I accept.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the loophole?
I can't tell you. Then you patch it.
No. There's no patching
Nah,
here. Just
I
discussion.
got the loophole. I accept.
So, well, tell us what the loophole is.
I
wanna
can't
hear
do
it.
that. No,
Because I haven't heard a loophole yet.
you haven't.
I don't want
Tell
to.
us.
I don't want to do it.
All right, so
But
there's,
I would've-
there's a few ways I gotta approach
You
this.
can like buy something. and
I can
just
hit
install
it
back
with
immediately.
the lick to touch ratio. So technically, I'm still licking it.
Okay.
Or I could get a fake tongue and just be like lick.
I don't know if you could fake it that way because the tongue judges would be like, it's not your tongue touching.
But it
the
wasn't
receptacle.
established that my tongue has to make contact with it. That's the loophole in it.
I
So
was
what,
just gonna
what is the
say-
definition of a lick then? at
I
that
was
point?
just gonna say
A
you can.
lick,
Get out the
definition of a lick is a
encyclopedia.
tongue, or is it the saliva or is it the tongue making
I think
contact?
it's your
Jody,
tongue.
Jody,
It's
it's not that deep. You could literally just buy $1 million in stock and just sell it immediately the next day and have your money, and it have been spent.
That's
You don't have
not
to look
playing
something more.
fairly though.
You literally
That's
said
a
you had
probably better loophole, honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not.
But you
because
said you had a loophole. So that is a loophole.
I do. That is a loophole. Like, I'm about to walk around with a fake tongue. Just
I'm just gonna get this money and not have to do anything.
Doesn't have to be a fake. With $1 million, buy your own
You can
tongue.
get a real tongue.
like, no, I like to sit on my money and,
Also-
and pick my investments properly because you could invest that $1 million and it all plummets in a day.
Yeah.
That is true.
Got someone.
Fair point.
Like, that would
But
suck.
you would still have,
Like,
like,
you'd be the
it would
world's
really
most
suck.
unluckiest man, and
But
that
you can
mean-
still have like $87
Now you
million.
have to-
You can do something a really safe one.
Wait, okay, so you have to spend all of the $1 million.
No, you can
Well,
do whatever you
until
want with it.
basically you don't have to spend it, but basically until you spend it, then that's when you have to keep licking.
So you just have to spend $1 million essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, so I just Venmo myself $1 million.
Exactly.
Boom, done.
Well, it's already it's still in your like.
but I spent it.
Well, it's still
I
in
sent it
your.
to another account.
That's
But
not
it's still
count.
your,
That's
you
not
still
technically
own
a
it.
spend.
You said what?
That's why you gotta
You
buy
still own
stock
it.
because you bought something.
Like it's
you
still
buy
under
gold and
your
sell it.
ownership.
I'm gonna buy $1 million of my own merch.
You can buy $1 million of Thai food.
Wait,
$1 million for the Thai food.
wouldn't you? But the money's still yours.
Also,
All right, hold on.
You know,
Jody,
but I'm buying the merch, so it's a
Jody,
transaction.
Jody.
But the money just comes.
All right,
to
what
me.
if-
That's my business,
What if it
and then
was,
I'm paying myself through that.
What if it was this? What if
yeah,
it's like
that's fair.
either?
That's honestly how a lot
What
of
if it was
companies
either
do it,
or?
though.
What if it was either
Really?
or? Where it was
Yeah,
either
they don't give a fuck. They just,
you do that or they just give you unlimited Thai food for the rest of your life.
Are
You feed a man for life. That's where all my money goes. Is food. So I'm going.
But it's Thai food.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
that's where
I
all
would
my
eat
money
Thai
goes.
food
is
the rest of my life.
So
Yeah.
Thai Express, 213 West
I would
McMillan
eat pad
Street.
Thai for every
You
meal.
got a soft
looks like
spot
you're
for
in
Thai?
business, huh?
soft spot for Thai.
Hard spot for Thai.
Dude,
Hard
are you
on
talking about
for
the Thai Express? That's right
hard
by
on.
a Deep India.
Huh? Oh my
Deep's
god.
good. I
Deep
love Deep.
India too.
Shout
Those
out.
two are my favorite spots in
Shout out.
Clifton.
Dude,
oh my
same.
god.
They're pretty
Hey,
And Drunken Bento across the
deep-
street. It's like the
cheap-
trifecta.
A Deep
Yeah,
India.
a
You know,
deep-
head there before 3 o'clock. You get free naan with your purchase.
That is true.
Ooh.
Which that's the only time I really go because the naan is $2.99.
I
and
love
can't
me some
afford it
naan.
Otherwise,
But
Naan
free
is my
naan?
favorite.
free. The garlic naan.
Oh,
Have you ever had
How much?
onion naan?
That sounds scary.
It's they bake onion into the naan.
I don't.
garlic
I don't
naan
know.
probably sounds better.
Onions
I like.
I don't. Well, I'm gonna try it because I originally didn't like onion in my
Mm.
Thai food, and now every time I'm like, give me the onion. So
Bro, 'cause
I love
onion is
onion.
literally, like, if you're not
Onions
cooking
are
with
I
tasty.
kind of have a
vegetable.
taste for Thai food now.
Green onion is the way to go.
Green onion
Oh
is
my God.
delicious. Wait, is it green
Green
onion
onion?
in
I
the
don't know what
naan?
the fuck is going on.
Green
Uh,
onions and baked potatoes.
The one I had was red onion, but I've never had green onion in
Okay,
naan.
but it's not like the white onion though, is it?
No.
Not like sweet
Oh, okay. Then
White
I'll
onion's
try
the
it. I'll
worst.
try it at least once.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like sweet onions. They're good.
Sweet onion. If you ever watch Holes, you like sweet onions.
Yeah.
I'm not
Here
onion.
you
Yeah,
go, my
yeah,
hole.
yeah. Like
You look like Zero,
Madam
by the way.
Zoroni.
I look like Hector Zeroni.
Yeah, you look like
Hector
Hector
Zeroni.
Zeroni.
That's my guy.
You look.
That guy
You
was
look like
cool.
Hector
You what?
Zeroni had sex with Childish Gambino.
Hey.
Do you
Oh.
know how to spell
With Andre
dig?
3 Stacks.
Hector?
Yeah.
D-I-G.
Grandpa, I'm tired of digging these holes.
Well, they're too bad. That whole movie is classic.
It's so weird.
Also a
It's
special
so
shout out
strange
to
that
our
like
Florida
Child
director
Bucket
Jake
went to
Louie.
jail for like some random shoe heist.
Did he?
Oh
When?
yeah. I love
Recently?
No, I'm talking about
The
fucking
main
show.
character.
Oh, well, I mean, they were Clyde Livingston shoes. Is that really his name?
Bah.
Why would I know that?
But,
if
like,
you
why-
forget to
Why
bring
would they
Madame
send the kid to jail
Zoroni
over
up
that?
the
Like, would they not
mountain.
be like, hey, like they genuinely just fell?
Wow,
from
it
the
really
bridge.
is Clyde Livingston.
They were
That's
they
memory
were
for you.
chasing Hector Zeroni down the bridge because they thought he stole it. They saw
Yeah.
it drop it. They would have been like, oh, that kid just got like.
Yeah,
fucked.
it doesn't make a lot of sense.
But the plot allows it.
Yeah. Hey,
Well,
it's
it's
a-
because they had a curse on them.
It's-
Oh yeah,
intertwined.
you're
They
right.
never
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
it,
the
so-
curse.
Oh,
Forgot
yeah,
about
that's
it.
right.
So
Hey,
the
it's
common sense
something.
is out the window.
It's something we call in the creative field willing suspension of disbelief.
It is a child's
Deus Ex
story.
Machina.
That also is a thing.
That's a movie. Good movie.
It's also a
It's a video game.
It's also a gun in a video game.
Oh yeah,
What video game?
just like
Team Fortress 2.
Oh my
god.
This man plays
Team
a lot of
Fortress.
TF2.
That's where my love for accents first came.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of spy accents.
Either you guys play Counter Strike?
No,
Wow.
no, I'm not a hardcore gamer.
French accents are hard to do.
Not, you just watch The Incredibles.
because leur French accents.
They always have
the
accents on
Oh.
Counter
Oh,
Strike.
you take
His French
and
accents are
how
so
is that?
bad.
How
Every
would you
other
rate
accent
out
is
of
solid.
Out of
Count
what?
somewhat.
How would you rate his accent out of 7?
Let me hear it again.
Come on, Zach.
Also, the French accent is a little bit different because
Ooh, the film.
it comes. You do not speak from.
No,
I don't like it.
Je,
I'm
tout
sure it could
français,
sound realistic. I don't like it.
Écoutez,
I don't like it at
ne
all.
pas.
Parlez-vous français?
Non.
Parlez-vous.
non.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Let's kill,
Okay,
kill some
j'ai
names.
pas la-
We're hitting
Français parce que
Brad
j'ai-
Pitt levels, and I approve.
Huh?
Yeah, we're getting into Brad Pitt territory, and I can't complain.
Brad Pitt territory. I love Brad
Yeah.
Pitt. Shout out Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Grind. Grind.
Welcome.
1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Now these kids, they was just running up the door. I don't know, I just count up to 4. Now they want to look at me, I'm going to these floors. I don't know, I'm going with these ways on the fix. If you gotta know, yeah, I got myself a pick. And I'm digging holes to this tunnel, I will fix all of my problems, cause I know I got look. Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Yeah.
What? Everybody in the club getting lawsuits.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. What? Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, welcome back to the show.
Hey, that was commercial break sponsored by
Yeah.
Derek So Crazy.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Derek So Crazy.
For our commercial break, we're sponsored
Nintendo Switch.
by the Nintendo Switch.
We're not sponsored.
No,
Put it
no.
away. We'll get killed.
This is actually the Soldier Boy gaming console.
And by that, I mean we're
the
actually
Soldier Boy.
This is a Soldier Boy gaming console. Nothing affiliated with the gaming company that starts with the letter N.
Feel good.
Huh?
I didn't
We're
say
not sponsored
I didn't
by
say
them,
we're
it was
Not
a
sponsored
sponsored
parody.
by.
I just said it was a Soldier console.
It was the Soldier Boy.
Technically, they said sponsored, which isn't even a word.
We're sponsored by
Jesus Christ.
we're sponsored by Jesus Christ because
You're sponsored by the Church of Latter-day Saints, by the Mormons?
no
Yes.
Scientology.
The Mormons.
Are we really attacking some of the
Specific-
most powerful institutions right now? Like, is that how you want to start your?
What
Just
you
say
say?
Jesus Christ. He's a good guy. Jesus Christ won't sue us.
Jesus Christ would
Shout out
never
to
sue.
His
JC.
followers will, though.
His followers
His
might.
followers will.
You can't say that.
Well, it just depends which kind of follower. You know, what flavor of Jesus Christ follower?
What flavor are we talking?
We are
Are we talking
spiraling.
like the Crusaders?
The fourth
that'll,
flavor.
Like, send children. Shout out to the Crusades, though.
The hidden fourth flavor.
Dear
Dude,
God.
have you ever heard of Jacques Mollet?
No.
No.
Sounds
Jacques
French.
Mollet
I don't
was
like him already.
he was the guy that
Jacques.
he was like
Jacques.
I forget. He was what was the Crusader group that was like the biggest one? Who were the people
Children's
with the
Crusades?
Vlad the Impaler.
with the big red cross on their chest?
I don't fucking know.
Red
The
Cross?
Templars, the Templars. Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
Jacques Mollet was the leader of the Templars, and before he died,
History lesson for you.
he was like on the stake, and he was like, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna curse your entire lineage," and like he apparently cursed the guy's lineage, and he was like, "Ha, that won't be a thing," and then like all of them died before the age of like 20, as throughout the rest of their life.
Curses
For a
are
good
real.
time,
And then
not a long
finally their
time.
life ended. It's really cool.
On
Look
your
'em up.
deathbed,
Here.
it's a fact. On your deathbed, you can say a curse and it will come true.
I hope somebody curses me with
Good
unlimited
looks.
happiness and.
I don't know if that's a curse though. Is that a
unlimited
curse?
wellness.
Really?
I will curse you with
What?
being
I
very
thought you said you wanted to, like,
attractive
curse
and
you
rich.
with
Yes.
Oh, that would be
I don't know why.
sick.
What
I
if
hate
somebody
the guy
curse
from
you with, like,
Star
no matter
Wars.
what, like, everything you ate?
Really?
became
Only
type of-
credits.
You kind of sounded like a vampire.
Exactly.
No,
Not
no.
water,
You
though.
Jedi
Okay.
mind tricks
Okay,
don't work
so-
on me. Only money.
If you were forced to have a Midas touch, what would your Midas touch be? Like, what would be your Midas touch of choice?
Like, what would it turn into?
Bitcoin.
Yeah. Like you're gonna suffer, but like, what would you be okay with suffering with?
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
People just turn into radio
Just
waves
turn
that
into, like,
go to
digital,
your.
like matter, like just doesn't.
They just matrix into code.
That'd be terrifying. Like,
Just
you-
kill everyone. But it goes into my bank account. So
But
I'm
then
rich.
every time you try to
Ooh.
access it,
I know-
it would like turn into Bitcoin.
I know what my Midas touch would be now.
I can't wear gloves.
Non?
It would.
Did you say non?
No. I would touch the person or the item, and it would turn. It would split into two smaller versions of itself. So I
So
could
you'd
then
have, like,
touch that thing.
An army of robo vendors.
Oh my!
Imagine trying to play
Great
like.
episode.
Imagine trying to play like your PlayStation, and every time your controller gets a little smaller, and you're just like, "Damn it,
I
it's
was
not
thought-
the same." And you're
Yeah,
like,
but what if you have like those big fat batteries that like no one ever uses though?
Dude, you.
And you're like, I need my Xbox or PS3 or whatever. I need to
Yeah.
touch it. Bam, you got two smaller ones. They'll fit into your Xbox.
Dude, no, my body says I was gonna be
I
like,
don't know how voltage conversion works, but
Probably.
I was gonna say like everything that I touch should turn into like Tracy Morgan, and then like there'd just be so many Tracy Morgans around the like,
Why would you ever watch that many Tracy Morgan?
because then life would just be so
I
hysterical,
don't
nothing
even
would make
watch
sense.
one
at that
Tracy
point.
Morgan.
No.
What are you doing? Nah, bro, it'd be amazing. There's never too much Tracy Morgan.
He's great. 30 Rock. I love it.
30 Rock is great.
The last OG,
I love 30 Rock.
Last.
Mhm.
I can't read.
Flo G.
Me either. I'm illiterate.
Oh wow.
I feel like
I got into college by rich people paying for me. I didn't even know them.
that'd be
Shout out to
sick.
Laura Laughlin.
Yo,
Oh, you have to pay for college? I just showed up to people's classes one day until they told me to leave.
They told you to leave.
Yeah,
I've
I
only
did.
been told.
I didn't leave.
I've only been told to get out of one classroom.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
How many
Which-
classes
which
would you
class?
sit in?
It was intro No, it was
Screenwriting with
no
Professor Whitus.
same professor, but it was.
Oh, really? She made you leave?
It was what class was that? Video series, web series.
Oh shit.
Like,
Yeah.
'cause I wanted to go watch the screening, and she was like, "Nah, get out." She's like, "Just get out."
Oh, like you weren't actually enrolled in the class?
No, I wasn't enrolled in the
Oh,
class.
I thought like
I
But
wanted
aren't
to-
you allowed to like sit in any class?
I thought so, but I wanted to just go support my friends because they were working really hard.
Yeah,
She was
okay.
like,
Had you sat in the class
"You guys
before?
to go." Huh?
Have you sat in that class through that class before?
Well, no, because I had a class with her at the same time. So
Oh.
I was
she's
like-
usually pretty cool though. So
yeah, she's awesome. I
I
like
like her a lot.
She has so much knowledge.
She knows a lot of shit.
Bro, what if somebody
Talking
ever
about
done that? Like you
knowledge?
see,
That was like one of the hardest classes I had taken up to that
It
point.
was
though.
kind of
Like,
kind of rough. Like she shat on me a little.
Yeah.
bit.
People
Right.
like, all right, go rewrite your script. 15 pages. Bring it back Wednesday, and I'm just like,
Yeah, there was so much writing. I forgot
Right.
about that.
yeah.
Oh
But,
my
I
God.
mean, I became a better writer.
Yeah.
So it was
luckily,
like,
she was a good teacher, and she actually helped me a lot. She liked me, so.
and like she'd like fail you, but it'd be like, this is what you did.
This is
wrong.
a loving fail.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
Wait, so he's like, if it's the truth that you can sit through any class, what if somebody was just throughout like school, they just like made it like every day they sat through a different class, and they just tried to like sit through every class in the university
That
by
would
the end of
be
like a year.
I don't think they'd
Awesome.
have enough time for that.
There's a lot.
I'm
of
gonna
classes.
try to do that next year. I think I'm gonna try to do that last year.
Yeah, because you have to maintain your own classes.
Doesn't mean you
Just
have to
to
do
do
any
it.
work.
Take
Just
a semester
sit
the whole
in.
class. That's
Just
the whole
yeah,
class.
just sit in.
Okay.
You're not even doing any work
Okay.
either. Just
I
sit
feel
Plus,
like-
that's a good promotion.
No, but I feel like some classes you would definitely get kicked out in. Like
Go to a
if you go
piccolo
into like
class or
high level
something?
aerospace engineering courses, they're just like get out.
I just come with like a loud trench coat and goggles.
not allowed to
and
do
shit.
this.
Like those classes where you need specific hardware to enter into that sector of the building,
The
you're not making
sector.
it in.
Jody, I think you're underestimating my abilities as a chameleon.
I'm.
I can adapt to
chameleon.
any and every environment.
He's a
Are
chameleon.
you like that guy from X-Men First Class that got blown up?
No, he's like the guy
No,
from
no, no,
X-Men,
no,
the
okay.
first X-Men, who has a tongue. What happens to a frog when he gets struck by lightning?
Oh, Frogger.
Same as everything
Whatever.
else. And it's like, oh, that's such a shitty line. Why
Ew,
did you
no.
say that?
Oh,
That
so-
the tongue
like-
guy.
got roasted by Storm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
That was such a bad line.
I'm
I
like
love it.
Nightcrawler,
It
but I
was-
have the powers of my mother. Like
I like when Deadpool was in those movies, those early X-Men
Ew.
movies.
I hate you.
Man, he was really
I
good.
hate
He was very well played.
I don't like
you. I don't
So, yeah,
Get
let's
out.
not give him a mouth.
Get
I mean, I'm sure
out.
some people would have loved to do that with Ryan Reynolds' version, but still,
It's a skin
My
thing.
heart.
The
Damn.
skin.
the skin. Oh, the skin, the
over-
foreskin on over the
What?
The mouth.
His whole face looks like foreskin.
Shout out to Judaism, getting rid of that shit. you got that extra skin? Don't eat it. Out of here.
Have you ever thought about how painful that'd be? Like,
I'm
as
so
you're
good.
older.
Shout out to the Jews when they were taking back Israel. They were like, "Hey, we won't kill your entire village if you all circumcise your men." And the guys were like,
what?
"Okay, we don't want to have a fight here."
Was that a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Really?
well, circumcise their men,
Yeah.
circumcise their men. And so they did it. And then the next day they're like, "Ha, you're all sore from your dicks getting sliced," and they came in and killed everyone.
Yeah, right.
That happened in
Yeah,
the
right.
Bible. In the Bible.
Honestly,
Right. What book? Exodus.
I don't remember which one. I went to a Catholic high school and we learned that in our Old
honestly,
Testament class.
the Old Testament is the coolest stuff
They're
ever.
brutal as
I
fuck.
feel like it was kind of like here's what we used to do, and now we're chill.
I
It's
mean,
like-
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not,
that's-
Like,
I'm
it's
not
like-
pushing anything from the Old
Until
Testament.
you get to the Book of John, then it's not so much chill.
See, I'm a bad Christian. I need to read. more.
John is Revelations talking about the end of the world.
Yeah. That shit's nuts though. John's just tripping out in a cave somewhere, like
Honestly, it sounds like it. There's like that part where there's just like a bunch of
dragon fire
a
and
bunch of
flame.
sheep.
Oh yeah,
And-
Michael Mason's coming
and
out.
here to tell us,
He's
expert.
Yeah,
John wrote it.
Yeah, but it's not the
John
book of
wrote
John.
it. It is a
Michael-
book by John.
Michael Mason, he knows his shit. He's a very religious man,
You
pious.
You
and I-
can't.
He
and I
poked a
trust his
hole into
opinion.
it immediately.
It was
Extremely
all.
obvious.
I
It
love
was all a
Jesus.
good
The
ploy to
book
get
of
you
John
out
is
here.
the book of John.
I'm
book
mad
of
that nobody else
Revelation.
caught that.
Revelation's the book of Revelation. Zach is stupid, but he knows some of his stuff.
And then the Jewish people were circumcised to set them apart from.
Well,
other
no.
people.
It was like I'm not saying that.
Wait, so
That's a
everybody
cool
stayed-
story.
so
Yeah,
they
it's
would-
it's a story, but it's not like those guys weren't Jewish. Like that town wasn't Jewish. It
So
was
they
just like
would-
they were just
Come
conquering.
on in here.
So they would come into
It's
the
war.
village.
It was
and
like,
Water's
it was like
cool.
a one-time story.
they'd be
It
like
was a
crotch
one-time
check,
thing.
and then up. Nope,
Also,
you're gone.
here to join us, floor director Jake Luby.
Jake Luby!
Welcome,
Oh my
welcome to the
God.
show.
Hey, don't show your face.
That's right. I can't show my face.
That was
We
that was
someone
me.
someone get him some stilts. Someone get him
There
some
we go.
stilts.
There we go.
Hi, everyone.
Yay!
Hey!
Shout out. Oh, this is like
Oh, God.
this is the last show probably for the semester, so this is why we're being all fucking
It's all
stupid
turning to
about it.
chaos.
The last is the finale.
What,
Fun
There's-
This is gonna be my
alley.
first. I'm
There's
gonna have
no
another
order.
finale like tomorrow. I'll have to do 2 finales this week.
Ha!
Oh man,
Guess who's not coming
All right.
to that one?
me.
For our last show,
This was a better one.
For our last
would,
show, we got you all a script.
Oh, thank you.
What is
Okay.
this?
It's a script. It's. I thought of this totally beforehand, and I'm not making it up as a skit right now. I got you all a script, so I'll play the part of Jessica Wilder.
Okay.
What is this? What is th- what-
It's your script. Yeah. You're-
Mention abilities and
You're
rules.
you're
merchant
playing the
token
part
sym-
of the merchant of Venice.
I'm ASAP Rocky with all the powers of Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Dude, I want to be Tony Hawk with all the powers of like another Tony Hawk.
Also, I'm
Dude,
Canadian.
that's
Two
extremely
Tony-
powerful.
Just
Two
as
Tony-
a precaution, I hooked up another mic. 'cause we
Yeah.
have so many people coming on.
Everyone, come on in.
So
Bring more
just in
people.
case anyone else comes
Everybody, I
on,
need
this is the mic.
Double mic.
No, you're not.
Looks
no.
like I'm
She's like, this mic isn't for you.
I'm
It's not your
Todd.
mic.
What?
Take it.
Todd.
Yeah, I think you're Todd. You're just
So
Todd.
this'll be here
Todd.
in case
It doesn't.
anyone
There's
needs
no
it.
description. It's just Todd.
Yeah, I kind of wanted
What's
to,
good,
because like I
Todd?
knew that you were like a musical artist, so I was trying to get you to like, I was like, you have some creative liberties you could probably take. with your
I'm
character.
Todd Ingram from Scott Pilgrim, and I'm vegan.
What's
Boom.
good, Todd?
Hey.
We
Love
are
the
Sex
character.
Bomb, and here we're
You so
fucking
crazy,
make you
Todd.
sad, feel sad and shit.
1, 2, 3, go! The creme de la creme. Yes.
Shout out to that movie. That movie's so good.
I watch that movie 4 times a week.
I love that movie so much.
I watch that movie just as much as I go to Steak and Shake before they close all of them in the Cincinnati area.
Hey, go to
There's
the one, on the west
Oh
side.
yeah, the one on the west side is genuinely not even just saying
When's the last time you went?
a long time.
Okay.
When we diner dashed in
Probably
high school.
High school.
They closed
Closed.
all of the Steak and Shakes in the Cincinnati
last one there
tri-state
was the
area
one
Really?
by
2
Target.
Wednesdays ago.
2 Wednesdays
Really?
ago. That makes sense.
I
Yeah.
haven't been over
So
there.
This
Weeks
one that
ago.
I'm talking in particular, not even hyperbole or anything, was voted like statistically the worst Steak and Shake in America. Like you would literally go there and wait in like an hour for anyone even to look your direction.
And you would get the wrong order.
Were
Yeah,
you-
there's
wh-
people
we-
smoking while they're cooking food.
But were you rude though?
No.
That's
you-
the problem. That's
Not
why you
even,
didn't get
not
your
even
food.
being rude.
That's
like,
why you didn't get your food.
hey asshole, give me my food. And they're like, oh, sorry, man.
Yeah. Like what area is it in?
The west side of
Bridgetown?
Cincinnati.
That's why. Yeah, you gotta yell at them. Like, are you serious?
Let me get my food.
What could I think?
Hey,
gotta
you-
cheat.
Hey, you motherfucker!
Like you gotta walk in with your trucker mentality.
I'm hungry here.
Hey, what I want some
And then they'll yell at you
food.
back, but then you'll get your food really quick and they won't spit in it.
There was a
It should
story
be some
someone told me-
ashes.
There was a story someone told me they ordered like a shake. It took like 2 hours for them to get. Lady came out, slipped, dropped it on the floor. They went, ah, shit, walked away for
I
like
have a
2 hours. It stayed there. She didn't clean it up or anything. That spill was just there. It's just there now.
See, but
They've accepted it.
but I think you're looking at it from the wrong lens. All right,
Mhm,
so
mhm.
look at it
Okay.
from the eyes of a Waffle House. Now everything
Oh,
is
it's
normal.
Everything's
all right.
normal. Yeah.
Okay, so like that's the way that you need to approach those type of situations. Like,
Yeah,
oh, this is just Waffle House.
This
we
is
went,
just
we went there
burger
one time
Waffle House.
afterwards with our track team.
No,
the
that's
whole
not-
track
wait,
team
wait.
went there.
Jody, that's
and
not true.
By the time we
nobody ate.
ended, no one got their orders correct, and all of our shakes were like super melted. Like it was just like a
Do you know how you're supposed to get like
It
those
was like a
glass,
chocolate
cool-looking
milk.
shakes? It's all to-go cups.
and one
You're
of
just-
our
That's
track
when you don't
members
pay.
was put in timeout.
By the employee.
Yeah, by an employee. He said, "Go sit in the corner," and he was like, "Why?" And he was like, "You have to sit in the corner. You've been misbehaving." And he was like, "I've just been sitting here waiting for my food." And then he went and sat in the corner.
Does that
That's,
guy like?
that sounds like
That was
Tumblr.
Robert Pepper.
Oh, it was Robert Pepper. Well, that might have been a
What were you
little
saying?
case of racism. That was the only black kid in our whole.
Well, it was a black person that put him in the corner.
Oh, never mind.
that was bonding. They
Yeah,
were
Exactly. He's like,
Hey.
I'm about to teach you something good.
Hey.
I'm gonna teach you something
Get
real
away
good.
from all these annoying white kids.
I'm gonna teach you something
like
real good.
they're rubbing off on you.
What were you
Jeez.
saying? You were trying to say something earlier,
I
but
don't
like,
remember.
oh,
The whole Waffle House thing. You're
Oh
like,
yeah, no, that wouldn't work at Waffle House.
Waffle House. Okay.
It wouldn't work with Waffle House because like as soon as you were mean to the employees, they would fight you and knock you out in literally 0.3 seconds. Never fight a Waffle House employee.
Well, that's because they all have.
they're trained to
like,
fight.
Yeah.
exactly.
Like that's literally what they like.
That's part of
Sometimes
the appeal
Waffle
of Waffle
House
House.
closes and they conduct training in the back.
Yeah, I feel like in
Please get a waffle.
orientation
They
they make you
learn
slap box.
qual-
Yeah,
like,
but it makes the hash browns
Gras or
taste so
whatever.
much better.
That is true though.
It's like the Israeli.
It's like they know how to
forces,
slap
but
the
just Waffle
pancakes from
House.
learning how to slap each other. Like,
Krav
in
Maga.
orientation.
Like, they learn Krav Maga. Like I think Waffle House is just like a secret like militant society.
It's
that,
like Waffle House
that
just
would make
like
a lot
they're
of
gonna
a
raise up.
secret part like training facility for Marines where they send them there to like
Yeah.
go fight each other like
Yeah.
behind back.
Well, what
That's
do
why
what-
you
what
never
do you
hear
think's
about
more
the-
realistic, like Marine training or fighting a motherfucker in Waffle House.
I definitely think fighting in Waffle House.
Yeah,
like,
anything can happen
like,
in Waffle House.
yeah, it's like-
literally.
I feel like every person in Waffle House can disarm an
Oh.
armed robber.
They
That's
good.
why I
Like,
got that shotgun shell in my waffle that one time.
Boom. That was free of charge.
That
So
was
they
just
didn't even
for
tax
spice.
you for that.
Wondering where I got
That's military issued.
And it's funny because like they still
was
expect you to
military
tip
as some
them
shit.
when you have terrible service. Like they go up there and they're waiting for you to tip. Like they know you're going to tip. Otherwise, things will fall apart.
They're like, you better tip or I'll beat your
Yeah.
ass.
They're like they write their name in the bottom and they put the little smiley face in the heart and circle the tip area.
She just like spinning a revolver underneath the counter, ready to pistol whip you.
The thing is that they're not even. Sometimes they'll get sneaky with you because they'll just slip microchips in your food. So like, if you don't tip, they'll follow to your house because they can track you now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you're not
but-
chipped like
Well,
a
they're-
dog.
they're
and they can
following you
beat your ass in the
regardless.
sleep.
Oh.
They're following
I
you.
thought that was just a dream.
Look at my phone.
No, you just didn't tip.
And that's your Bohemian
Makes total
Rhapsody.
sense now.
You trying to get, you get on my wave? You gonna get on my wave?
I
Are you
noticed.
slipping paper into the desk?
Don't
No.
worry about
This
that.
is
Don't worry
just-
about nothing's happening.
Speaking
on
of, didn't
Chaos?
Don't-
Channel 9
don't let
donate this
executive
desks to us or like donate this entire set?
Thanks,
Yes, they
Channel
did.
9.
Thank you, Channel 9.
Isn't that kind of
I'm
They're
not doing
desecrating your
anything.
memory.
Yo, imagine how mad they would be if this was like actually Channel 5 or Fox 19 and we're over here
They'd
thanking
be like,
Channel 9.
cut it,
Never.
cut it, cut it.
There's like
The
the
whole
van guy-
program's gotta go.
The whole Channel 9 like president just comes in here with an axe and breaks it in half.
Speaking of which, of making money,
Put it in
do you,
post.
do you do you make money like
Put
they
it in
pay you when you
post.
do like shows and shit like at bars and
Yes.
stuff? Like is that like decent money or just getting like a little bit?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think that's pretty.
Well,
How do you feel about the word no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta use the word. I need to use the word no more often. I think.
Oh, I tell so many people no now.
That's good.
It's great. It's like people are like, "Hey, you trying to go hang up this?" But no, I'm not. Or hey, you want to help me with? No, I really. Or hey, are you? Please, I need no. It's kind of like, have you ever seen
I've never.
what's my
Yes, man.
Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah.
When he's doing the interview and she's
I'm
like,
dead.
"Yeah, that's
Yeah.
me," but with no.
I'm
It's
dead.
like,
I'm dead.
No, I would, but I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm dead.
I have plans.
I have work. Yeah.
The
No,
couch.
what I do now is I schedule free time in my plans, and because it's scheduled, I can tell people no without feeling guilty.
That's
'Cause
good.
It's like it's in the plan.
You
Like,
say you have scheduled free time, but it's just me and you playing Smash.
probably, but it's in the
That's
schedule. It's in the
that's
schedule.
valuable
Schedule,
free
so
time.
Yeah.
I appreciate
it
that.
makes sense.
And like when you tell people like I have other plans, it's like I might be working, but I might be sleeping.
Hey, I'm
or
a
I
very
might be
busy
playing
man. At
Smash.
3:00, I'm sorry, but I have a mandatory nap.
Exactly.
That is
That's
true.
how it works.
People were
Naps,
trying to like get
you
in
gotta
contact
fit
with me
naps
spring
in.
break, and I was
I took
literally
naps
just like
before
in
this.
bed, like
Weren't
binge
you
watching
out of town?
all the comedy. For spring break,
Yeah.
I was supposed to be, but I never even ended up going out of town.
That's hilarious. Well, didn't you get sick though? Like one of those breaks, you were like
I was sick.
incapacitated.
I think that was spring break.
Oh, okay. So you had an excuse.
I was just watching fucking anime. I binge watched the whole series.
That's how it
That's worth
is.
it. That's solid time though.
Dude, Golden Rush or Golden Kamuy.
Do you got any crazy stories from any shows? Like you go to any shady ass place and you're like, "Fuck, that was shady" or something. Because I know, because a lot of people like they go like, "I'll do whatever I can. I'll fucking play in your laundromat."
The thing I noticed about shows is a lot of times they have really legit sounding names,
Mhm.
and then you go, and then you're just like in the dead industrial part of town
Mhm.
where there's no cars parked that are newer than 1995, and there's just like
95
homeless
Impala.
people coughing on the streets, and every building is boarded up.
It's
and there's
it's
just
like
like
1920s England.
Yeah, no, pretty much. And then you walk in, like there's no street lights, of course. And the only way that you know where you're going is because you see this one scraggly guy loading in from his band. You see him carrying a bass drum, and he just walks into like this gigantic stacked warehouse. And then you see him like knock on the door 4 times, and this guy peers out from like behind the door.
Oh my
And-
god.
And no, really though. Yeah,
You
no,
got-
like
you
this
got
is
Igor,
like
he's
this
like,
is what you experience.
You've
like,
come to play our show. Welcome.
And then you walk in, and it's like a regular warehouse, very dusty, very dirty. And then you see just like it's this guy, he leads you. You go up like 3 flights of stairs. Every like floor is populated with different things that are not actually events, but it's like, is this still being used?
Yeah.
And then you go up to the final and 4th floor, and you start hearing like bass. And then so like you're like, oh, okay. And then you see like people starting to line in the hallway, and then you just see the most well-dressed hipsters and like the people in the highest level of street fashion, and they're just lined against the walls drinking like elegant glasses filled
Oh
with
my
like
God.
dry ice, and so there's like smoke rising out of the glasses and everything, and they have
Drinking
on
Harry
the cool
Potter
glasses.
drinks and shit.
Pretty much. And you just open the door, and there's like light shows and like parties, and you're just like, oh,
Have you ever
okay,
had
that's not
White
bad, but
Claw
like
with
you would
dry
never know it
ice?
was there.
Warehouse parties and shit.
So yeah, warehouse parties are that's it, and especially when they're
Do
industrial.
you ever like
districts.
good though? Do you have like a good time when you're playing it?
Oh, always.
Okay.
It's just like
Sweet.
I never want to park anywhere near them.
No, you're
'cause
scared.
I know,
What
yeah,
if you parked in them?
I would if I could.
If you just break through the wall?
They're made of brick and they're like big factory walls.
Oh yeah, dude, they're
That's why
they're fortified.
I just rent a bulldozer when I go down
Yeah,
there.
just get a bulldozer.
Like that's the reason they're still standing is because they couldn't tear them down. Most likely.
Pretty
We
honestly,
tried.
It's too expensive.
What do you think those other floors are used for, though?
Storage and shit, probably.
I think you can rent them out. I know some bands rehearse there. Some
Oh,
people
okay.
like
That's really cool.
have like workstations there. Somebody's got to be using them for drugs.
How do you normally get your shows? You just call people like, hey, let me play or whatever? Or?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't recall having asked to do a show before.
He's that good.
Yeah, usually people are like, "Hey, Jody, we got this show. You want on?" Or somebody would be like, "Hey, such and such venue is having an opening. Would you
Okay.
like to host a show there?" And then I'm like,
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
let's do it."
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's really nice.
What was your first show?
my first. My first show. Okay, so back in high school, we used to throw these art shows and like warehouses. So we threw the warehouse party.
Yeah. You were the hipsters. He was the one pouring the Harry Potter drinks.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
we
like-
called it
like-
like Midwest Movement.
Yeah,
It's
it's
because I went to school in Dayton, and
Oh,
it was
okay.
like a warehouse district, like 3 blocks over. So we rented this warehouse on 2nd Street, and it was called Midwest Movement, and it was like a pop-up show. And
Oh,
so
fuck yeah.
I didn't intend to perform that night. They're like, "Hey, you want to
Do it."
perform?" And I was just like, "Yeah." And I performed like a 10-minute set. Actually, oh my god, I just realized the first time I performed, I shared a set with Malachi, who's free. Who used to
Really?
be Free the Rapper. Who,
Oh, shit.
You might know it's Josiah. But like he's Malachi.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that's
so
pretty
yeah,
sweet.
I shared a set
Wait,
with
his
him.
is his real name Malachi?
Yeah.
That's the coolest fucking name.
It means the messenger.
That is-
Because like when you listen
That's
to his
some
music,
biblical
he's
shit.
given it is in the Bible.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I had a coworker named Malachi at one point.
really?
Yeah, every day he talked to me about all the women he's had sex with.
Oh.
He worked at a construction company.
Oh.
So
they,
did you.
They holler at a lot of women.
Malachi's do?
No, construction workers.
Construction workers.
You know those Malachis.
I don't know. We can ask him. Be like Malachi. Well, no, he's faithfully committed.
Yeah,
so
he
I
had a-
don't-
he
I
had
don't
a
think
Hey,
he's hollering
shout
at
out to
too many
Malachi.
right
What a
now.
good guy.
He in a adult
But yeah,
relationship.
so that was crazy. Like I forgot about that. Like yeah, so we shared a 15 minutes. Set. I got 10 minutes. He got 10 minutes, and like we did a joint set, and we closed the song with the song that we dope, and it was really dope.
Oh.
That's fucking. That's pretty sweet. What's the biggest show you've done? Because that was probably pretty small, right? Probably like a decent amount of people, but like.
It was probably only like, it was like 150, but they were
That's
there
fuck-
for the art show.
Yeah.
So
okay. You were just kind of in the background, kind of.
exactly. Biggest show.
Like everyone you've gone, I'm like, holy shit! Like fuck, this is a lot of people.
I don't remember. I don't know because I really don't look at the crowd size too often.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know there have been shows like there's shows where I can't see the back of the room sometimes,
That's fucking.
and
sweet.
then there's also shows where it's like I can name every person in the room. And it's like my mom is one of those people. Like,
Hey, Mom.
but
Like, hey,
it
honey.
depends. Like
My mom.
I don't know though. It's like my mentality is like, regardless of if this room is packed or not, like I'm gonna give you 100%. Like you were gonna
Yeah,
get the best show
might as
that I
well.
can possibly give in my good health.
And that's probably the best mentality to do. Fuck
yeah. Like it's I don't know. I just really love performing.
And it seems like I saw some of the videos. It was like that one, like Vines. Not was it the short Vine? Like
Top
short-
Cats.
Well,
Or
It's a good time.
I
Live
don't
on
know.
Short Vine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
yeah.
How was that? Because I didn't get to go.
That was sick. That was it was pretty
I was supposed
packed
to
in
go.
there. Yeah, he was chilling at home
I was sick.
that day.
Was it the anime weekend or whatever?
No, that was another time.
Might as well have been, but
It was worse. Like I literally couldn't breathe. I couldn't swallow shit. I couldn't like talk. It was
and then he gave
terrible.
it to me the very next week because like I had the same thing going on. He calls it an upper respiratory
You just
infection.
gotta
It
stop
was
making
awful.
out.
You should have gone to the doc. Go to the doctor.
I can't afford the doctor. All right.
I'm sorry.
College.
Apple
Yeah.
Day.
Everything, I didn't realize this, but everything with a doctor under health insurance, like they cover everything that's preventative. And then when you
Yeah.
actually, when you're like, hey, I think something's wrong, they're like, oh, well, we don't cover that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, what?
What? You don't cover that? Like I have a cough. Sucks.
It's like, yeah, it's like we don't.
I can sell you something for that.
And like,
it's
they give you
so
a little
price.
insurance card,
Here's some
but
Vicodin,
it
don't
just-
do
It doesn't
heroin.
help. But yeah, that was definitely a packed show. That was really good energy. That's the last show that I did too. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to like slow down on shows
Mhm.
because when they know that they can see you 4 times a week,
They're like, oh, you're clearly open.
yeah, like I can see you another time. Like why should I go? But when they know that I haven't performed in 3 months, it's like, oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah, that's sweet.
fly.
That's pretty cool.
Flying around my set
Yeah.
will be destroyed.
My next
Damn
goal is to
destroy
get
you.
Derek
Burned in
to
fire.
headline Bogarts.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Dude,
But have
I
you
do-
played
I do
Bogarts?
think
pretty
that
cool, yeah.
happen. We will get that one day. Whatever, like one day we're both performing.
I just need Derek to promote more.
I do need to
Yeah.
promote a lot more.
Promote,
He's
promote.
been making music for a grip. It's just like people know him. but
Do you,
they just
you
don't-
guys both like make your own beats too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
He uses Machine though, so I don't.
What
really
do you do? Just
vibe
do
with him.
instruments?
I use Ableton.
Oh, I played like I did like 7 years of orchestra before college, but I don't.
Oh, well, he uses a program called Machine. I'm sorry. I should have said
Oh,
that.
like okay.
Like yeah, like he is it's Native Instruments Machine, and
Okay.
I'm an Ableton user,
Okay.
and he also uses Logic. which I know how to use Logic, but Ableton.
Logic's
is
pretty
my
cool.
bread and butter.
I know that because our floor director Jake Luby showed me it one time.
Shout out to
Hey.
Luby.
Have you ever heard B-Man's beats on Logic? They're crazy.
Nah.
They're
Nah.
crazy. You should. It's a spectacle for sure.
Shout out to Gunner
Not good.
Beats. Honestly though, like I might try to hook you up with Gunner because he's making some like recently. I'm telling you, I'm hyping him up a little bit, but he's
Yeah.
good shit.
No, I
Yeah.
just followed them on like Instagram for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, you're fast.
Wow.
Yeah, I was looking around like
that was
I'm quick on
impressive.
it.
I didn't
I'm
even
looking-
notice that.
You are.
I did it earlier. I was like,
Yeah.
But yeah, like
I'm
we,
low key with it.
Derek's gonna be famous one day.
It's gonna take time, but we're gonna get there.
Yeah, it's a grind, you know.
It
Right.
is.
Yeah.
Joe's gonna be famous first, but then I'm like, I want next.
Nah,
Do you make a lot of like
Joe?
Jody's kind of
Okay.
music, like chill?
Huh?
Like, because I was listening to Grand Ace's greatest hits on YouTube.
Oh,
A lot of those YouTube videos are actually like really good. Those music videos.
Yeah, his
Oh,
music
thank
videos
you.
are like,
Thank
and
you.
the album covers are like really pretty, like
Thank
very
you.
aesthetically
I'm
pleasing.
and
so-
Kohler.
I'm surrounded by beautiful people.
Yeah,
Like
do
they-
Andy Noclear.
I'm sorry.
Beautiful photographer. You said what?
I butchered
We ain't
it.
even. No, you didn't. You got it.
You're right. You're right,
Hey,
you're right,
Hey, we
you're
believe in you. It's
Um,
okay.
You got the boys at Hive Mind, Alex,
Yeah.
Riley, Grant.
One of them is
You
from
have-
Louisville too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know which one.
I can't remember which one.
Probably Alex.
I think it's Alex.
Maybe it's Grant. No, probably Alex. And then you have my boys at High Sock Productions. They UC alums. Matt Harris, my boy Jesse, my boy Jared Bailey, like all of them. So
Name drop. Name drop. Name drop.
Yeah,
yeah.
shout out to
UC
you guys.
alums. There we go. There we go.
Yeah. Gang shit, gang.
But yeah, I'm surrounded by beautiful people that make really cool art. And then like we all love film, so it just kind of helps when everybody's visual working on it. So
For
it's like,
sure.
since we all know what we want to do, we just kind of do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's great when you have like a group of people that are just like, yeah, we know what we're doing. Let's
Yeah,
get at it.
Exactly.
Because
They
like
have
when
to.
you don't, it's so hard directing people to do visual things.
It's a
Oh
fuster
yeah,
cluck.
I
yeah,
haven't, like,
yeah. Like
How do
like
you say that properly?
Fluster
That's
cluck?
amazing.
Fluster cluck,
Fluster cluck.
Wow.
Fluster cluck.
Fluster cluck.
It's
I would say that, but I'd mess it up and
It's
drop
okay.
an F-bomb on there.
Fluster cluck.
And
what?
then,
It's just like saying Father Mucker.
You listen here, you father muckers.
um,
Shout out to Coach Flaherty.
Another name drop.
But no, to answer your question, I think I don't think I make. Well, I make some music kind of like. I make a lot of different type of music. What? Stop it.
Stop playing with that. Anyway,
costs a
what
lot
would
of
you say?
money.
I do that, please. But I make a lot of different type of music. I think I make some like aggressive rage type music a little bit.
See that's what like I kind of go for sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like I want to be angry. However, sometimes I love like just chilling with your music too. Like it's awesome.
What type of music do you think you say I make?
The duality of man.
I like to say I like to stay in the alternative realm, man, because you know like
Not-
it's really because it's different. Because everybody like channels things differently. Because like
not angry enough.
yeah, because like well, I
My
feel like
angry is gonna sound different than a Jody angry. A Jody,
Yeah, for
have you ever
sure.
have you ever had like an angry track yet?
oh yeah, for sure. Well, because like the thing is, I feel like the spectrum is so wide
Yeah.
nowadays that like things that aren't necessarily like certain things might get perceived as something else.
Yeah.
Like for me, things that used to be like really groovy or like really vibey and like those are now like chill.
Mhm.
And I'm like, wow, those are chill. Or like things that used to be like really angry and aggressive now are like moderate. And
Yeah.
I'm just like now
Damn.
like if you're not distorted or like other characteristics that like it's not classified as like very it's just like somehow it gets back into chill or lo-fi and I'm
Mhm.
like how?
Yeah. It's
But-
weird. Music is just all fucky.
Yeah.
It's strange.
I feel like we're moving like it's starting to move like further away from genres because there's so
Yeah.
many subgenres now. It's like
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
do you
like
keep
like
track?
speaking of which, like a
So
lot of
many.
people compare trap now to like punk almost.
I can see that.
Yeah, there's a lot because like a
Like-
lot of the screaming portion of it, a
Yeah.
lot of the energy. It's like they're saying the same thing, same message,
Same energy.
same
It's really the
flows,
same energy, just with
mosh
like a,
pits.
And that's why I like to focus on the energy.
Yeah.
Even though I do find one thing to be really cool because everybody thinks my music is happy, when really it's not. Because the key is I'm always sad.
Like,
just-
listen
it's
to
just
the
like-
lyrics.
It's just a really nice package.
Yeah, yeah. It seems nice, but you really look at
It's
it.
like
it's
it's like this guy is a little sad, but he's not like super sad. But he's
Mhm.
just like
There's some
Aw.
sad there.
he's $40,000 in debt. Like, come on.
Mm, yeah. Oof, like that's financially sad.
yeah,
Not even.
yeah.
Like, maybe I don't got depression. I'm just broke.
Oh my God! See,
Sorry.
basically the way we're looking at this student loan debt, college was a cushion for 4 years, and we're
It's
waiting
time to
on
blow
a really
up.
big check. And once the really big check comes in, student loans paid off.
See, I was talking to
Hell
Jody.
yeah.
I was like, I gotta blow up by graduation, and
Oh, yeah,
Jody's like,
for sure.
you're right. I have to blow up by your graduation. So I wasn't understanding. You literally told me it's
I
like,
forgot about that. Yeah,
I was
you're right,
like,
you're right.
yeah, pretty much I gotta pay off this debt, bro.
Yeah, yeah. But if that doesn't happen, I'm gonna do income-based payments, and right now my income is so low that that'll probably be $0 a month. So hey,
Yeah, you know.
It
happens.
just
by the way, that's a loophole. If y'all don't know, try to sign up for income-based payments so you can get $0 per month, but still pay your interest if you have unsubsidized loans. Like unfortunately, I do.
Damn. Sad boy hours. Sad boys.
Well,
Like it's like a lean
But
filter just drops over.
Kind of going back to like the punk aspect. How do you feel about like white dudes trying to do trap and shit? Because I
feel
know
like-
some people like, hey, like you're trying to steal our shit by rapping and stuff.
I feel
Sometimes.
like if it's less about copying what you see around you that's popular,
Yeah.
and you're just like, this is
Doing your own
genuinely
thing.
where I'm at, and this is where I'm feeling my music is coming from my heart, and you pay respect to like what's already out there, then hey, it's
There's
like
some
every
of them though that are just like, it depends. The difference between that and just like personifying something. Just like I'm gonna like put on this character. to try to
Yeah.
make money.
exactly, yeah, because like
mimicking rather than just doing what you feel or whatever.
Yeah,
Mm.
at a certain point it becomes parody, but then it's like, it's so like commercialized. People don't realize it's parody. It's just like it's so normalized that the parody.
Like
It's what the rapper
you
is.
think 6ix9ine is really
Yeah.
like that?
that's what I was about to say. Because you have somebody like on this hand, you have like Suicide Boys,
Mhm.
but then on the other hand, you have like 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
He actually, well, he was with an actual like gang and stuff. It's just he wasn't, and they literally basically recruited him, especially like
for the purpose of his
like,
career.
Exactly.
Damn.
And then he got caught into real world problems. And now he's serving real world
Oh,
time.
being
Exactly.
gangs illegal?
He said, "Oh my God, racketeering? What?"
Said,
My word.
He's one of
him,
those charities you have to
him,
look up and
him,
when you read the definition, you're like, "Ooh, he's gonna be
his
in there
number
for a
is
while."
583. It's like, yeah, he's just on everybody. But, I mean, yeah, this is the point where it becomes parody if somebody actually cares about the culture.
Mm. And I feel like, cause like there's different ways to approach it. Like a Mac Miller,
Yeah.
like Mac Miller, like,
Nobody questioned with Mac
G.
Miller because it's just
cause
so
like
organic.
you know that he
Yeah.
loved what he was doing,
It's
and he
not
did
like you're
it for
trying
the
to put
right
up like
reasons.
some kind of front. Or
Exactly.
anything.
Exactly. As long as just like
And it's like make your coin, that's fine. Like
Yeah.
nobody's
make it
mad
money, but
about
just,
that.
like,
But just
Yeah,
respect.
and
where
that's
you're
like that.
coming
I keep talking about Gunner again, but he's because I hang with him a decent amount. He's always concerned. He's like, no one wants to listen to a white guy rap. I'm like, if it's good and it's you're doing it like putting your heart into it,
Like,
people are
yeah.
gonna listen. Like,
I
Like
never
I don't
heard
like I don't
anybody-
want to hear you if you sound like Eminem. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm
But
tired of that. But other than that, like,
and let me some cinnamon.
Exactly, like-
Cinnamon.
right? It's like if you don't sound like Eminem, we'll give it a shot. We good. What
I've
you
never
got?
heard anybody like say like I don't like this guy's rapping because he's white though. They'll be like,
Yeah, it's
look at
always-
this like white kid rapping. There's just like this black kid trying to like. It's never like I've never heard of an instance where somebody's like, yo,
he's white. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
if it's good, it's good.
exactly. Music's universal.
Now I have said, wow, that sounds like Eminem. I don't like it.
Yeah, that has.
That's fair enough. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, that was a big thing for me with like rap too. Before I decided I really wanted to do it, was like, man, I'm gonna be that stigma
right,
of a rapper.
right,
People gonna think I'm a SoundCloud rapper. It's like,
right.
ah.
Well, I think you started before the SoundCloud rap thing, but still, because back then, like,
I
there
wasn't
was,
putting
like,
anything out until like the SoundCloud rap thing at the
yeah,
end.
but
of it.
because like there was the rapper stigma, and it was like everybody wants to be a rapper or ball
Yeah.
player,
Yeah.
and then after that, it was like the SoundCloud rapper, which is even worse than a rapper somehow.
Yeah.
Because at least like their idea of a rapper was like you're on the street, you're hustling your mixtapes, and like
Exactly.
you're out there trying to meet the people.
For
Now
sure.
it's just kind of like you upload some songs to SoundCloud and you
Yeah.
think you're the bee's knees.
Put some songs, tweet at some people. Yo, check out my shit's fire.
Right, bro.
Exactly.
Collab or nah, link or nah. Like,
Fuck off.
yeah.
Like,
but like it's crazy. Like I feel like also people should look more at like the effort that people put behind closed doors.
for sure.
And
Like, listen to the music.
right,
I
because
feel
like
you
people
can feel it when it's like actually done well and people put their soul into it.
exactly.
Rather
'Cause,
than
like
just
that's
bust
one
out
thing.
on some
Like one thing
program.
I love about Malachi's music is that like he's been making the music that he's felt for like since day one, and so I
Mhm.
actually got to see him like start day one. And like if people like whenever people say that he like reminds them of other people, like kinda you can see it, but not really because the heart isn't from the same place.
Yeah.
And like he's been doing like the grind that he's taken to get where he is. It's like he worked so hard to get there. So like trying to see people take that away from you, like
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. Like if you have to work really hard to get somewhere, like I feel like nobody should be able to take that away from you.
Yeah, for sure.
That, and I think the whole idea of stealing, there's a difference between stealing flows. Like I understand, but like stealing a sound, I think it's getting a little out of hand.
Like, how are you gonna steal a sound?
I don't think you can.
Especially when
steal
you're doing
sound.
your own sound.
Yeah.
Like when people say your voice literally sounds like, I feel so bad for Action Bronson because people are like, you sound just like Ghostface. It's like your vocal cords resonate at a similar frequency. Like, how are you supposed to help that?
Yeah, fuck off. People are real weird about stuff like that, and they're like, "Oh, you're trying to copy this person." It's like, okay, just because they sound similar and maybe they were inspired by this person doesn't mean that they're the same. By any means.
I mean, music's just like emotions. You're never gonna feel the exact same thing. You're never gonna hear the exact same thing. Just because like music, it's like any type of art, colors, music, like emotions. You never just experience one at a time. It's a combination of sounds. Like when you hit a chord, the sound isn't just this sound, it's that sound. A new sound is made by the hitting of two sounds at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a very strange concept.
Very poetic.
That was deep.
Right. Well,
It's really.
That was very deep.
I think we've reached our time though for the entirety.
Felt like
It
time
looks
was
like
flying.
the entire of the season. The budget is up. We literally cannot.
Oh my God, the
afford any more
budget really is
episodes.
up. How'd you know?
We've reached our budget limit now.
Can't shoot
We've
anymore.
been cut mid-episode.
Episode, like it's over. Like it's done.
Oh. Maybe
Yeah,
catch us
Oh.
next semester. I'm hoping to do some more. This was actually really fun.
Yeah, you know
I'm
what
hoping
I'm
you guys come on some other time because I feel like this was pretty easy.
If you
coming
invite
back.
me, I'll be
yeah.
back. That's how
Next
it
semester,
works.
I'm gonna get you guys on. You know what I'm saying? Come to
Talk about some more nerdy stuff.
Hell
Exactly,
yeah.
yeah.
Go
Let's
deeper
do a
into this.
nostalgia
Oh
trip
my
to the
God!
max.
Revisit the Star Wars conversation.
I'll bring a
Exactly.
PowerPoint for how shitty the Star Wars new ones are.
Yeah.
That would
Exactly.
be amazing. Please
Very
do.
good.
I'll
Next
give you-
time I'll have it set up like me and Jody could play like video game beats and freestyle like we did on my show.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, we need to make a rap show. Anyway,
That would.
that'd be fucking sweet. I'm not even.
matching durags for everybody.
Thank you guys for joining us.
This has been the Talk to Me Nerdy podcast show
Talk to Me
Hell
Nerdy podcast.
With your host, Grandis.
with your host with the most, D-Rock, aka
Brandon.
Derek So Crazy.
With
at
your host,
Derek So
Zach
Crazy.
Biox.
With your humble servant, Brandon Meyer.
S-O-C-R-E-Z-Y.
As well, following us.
Oh,
Are
come on out.
Bring him out, bring him out.
Executive
Beaven!
producer,
Beaven!
our producer
Oh, these
Mike
handsome
Mazel,
fellas.
and our
Yeah.
floor director
Fellas.
Jake Luby.
Yeah!
All right, so
Hey,
since
there's
this
his
is,
face. There's his face. You see it? Oh, what a smile.
He's been seen.
Oh, what a
Get
reveal.
over there. Over there.
okay, so
Bring him in,
because-
bring him in, bring him
because
out,
this
bring him out.
Because this is the last show of the year, I want to just say thank you to you guys. It's been really fun. And I can't wait to do it again. I'll be back next year.
Yay.
Yeah!
Are you?
I will.
Are you?
Yes, of course.
I will.
I'm graduating.
Damn it,
Well,
Joe.
you come back anyway. We don't care.
Who am I gonna bring now?
Also, thank you to Jake
D-Rock.
Luby and Mike Mazel, the
Thanks.
real heroes behind.
They
Are you
put
guys
in-
gonna be back next year?
I'm hoping. Yeah.
Gonna
I'll
put
be
on
back.
the cape
I'll
one more
be
time?
Back? Hell yeah.
Gonna put on the cape one more time?
These guys put in a lot of time
Also,
and effort to
honorable
deal with our
mentions
shit.
to Olivia Taylor, Nora Hibbard,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hannah Goodall.
Hannah
Hannah
Goodall,
Goodall.
Yeah.
Hannah Goodall.
Who else we got? Is that it?
Those one guys from the board game club. That
Oh
helped
yeah,
out one
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
What was his name? Steve or something like that?
Steve or something like that.
I'm so sorry.
Steve or something like-
You were my favorite.
His name is actually first
love
name
you the best.
Steve, last name something like that.
It's Scottish.
Exactly.
Also, just throwing this out there. If by chance you got to the end of the video, I'm thinking I'm gonna throw you could skip to this time if you want to hear about Star Wars. Skip to this time if you want to hear about music. Skip to this
Honestly,
time if you want a
good
bunch
thing
of
to do.
bullshit for 5 hours.
Get to this time if you want to hear me make a beat out of a desk.
There was a.
But
We did-
anyway,
Hopefully that sounded better than it sounded in here. Probably not.
no.
It's okay.
This is how it sounded.
It
God.
was a mess.
It was an absolute train
It was
wreck.
Oh my
absurd.
God, no.
okay.
My point I'm trying to make, I'm looking for people to help out with BTV as always. I'm looking for someone to help because I'm going to be graduating eventually, and I'm trying to, I got some more bigger picture things to handle. So I'm always looking for editors, directors, producers, everything.
he's
So
looking for men
if
and
you
women.
think you're better than us, fucking show us.
yeah.
Do it.
Also,
Be
new
better than
shows.
us.
If you want to do a show, hey, always open.
I literally showed up to a Bearcast meeting. I was like, "Yo, I want to do some bullshit," and he was like,
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I literally,
I have the technology for bullshit.
exactly. I literally walked out. I was like, "Yo, I want to make a show and say random shit." He's like, "I can do that." Show up next week. I was like, "Okay."
And look at here we are now.
Exactly.
2 hours deep into some bullshit.
"Yeah,
Exactly.
bullshit."
This is like 2 shows worth of bullshit into one.
It
That's
is.
because you had 2 shows in one.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
And both
Talk to
shows
me
are
nerdy.
bullshit.
Oh,
Exactly.
man, I just realized I totally forgot to invite Ethan.
Dude, I was talking to Ethan before. I was like, I was literally like sitting
We're so
chilling
sorry.
before. I was
I'm
like,
thinking like, did I get everyone? And I'm like,
I guess I should have brought Ethan. I can FaceTime him right now. Hold on, let me bring
I'm
Ethan
so
here.
Ethan Finders. I am so sorry.
Is he even nearby?
Can we give it?
I'll
Can
put
we,
him on the
like,
phone.
Plug
Put him
him
on the
right
phone.
here, right now.
So Mike,
We'll
Okay.
plug him
Right here.
Right here somewhere.
Yeah, Ethan. I'm so sorry.
We're
Here's
calling him up right now.
We're seeing if we
Or
get a hold of
put him on.
Ethan.
Put him on your mic.
so my girlfriend's about to attack me with a sledgehammer.
Shout
So
out to
I'm
Jody's
about to-
girlfriend.
Shout out to Jody's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Fat shout out to
She's
Jody's
about to
girlfriend.
There you
kill
go.
me.
Why?
So
She about to murder you.
She cutie?
I told her it
Patootie.
was gonna be an hour.
Oh.
Tell her we had a good time. You had a good time.
Hey, that's what I said to
She
you.
said-
Hey, bro. Sometimes you just can't
got
meet
these
that
ripped
time.
jeans the other day.
She's
The
gonna-
ripped jeans.
I'm pretty sure
She
they're
has a
women's.
soul.
I did like the ripped jeans. I saw them. I like the ripped jeans.
Thank you for watching,
Yeah.
Thanks
for
for
watching.
coming.
and we'll see you
Thanks
guys
for having
next
me, guys.
time.
Yeah.
Whatever that.
Woo!
See you next
See ya.
year.
All right, everyone, run on stage as fast as possible. Go.
Dude.
Oh, I got it.
Quick. Put me under, Brandon.
Oh, chaos.
Team Fortress, man.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Hey,
Have a good one.
I will take my.
We are go. We passed 1,000. We're at 1,002.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Missed that.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Hey,
I would like
everyone!
to
Thank you
sincerely
so much.
Thank
1,000
everybody for
subscribers.
1,000 subscribers to
That is
Bearcast.
nuts.
Genuine thank you to everybody
That's
for 1,000
crazy.
subscribers.
That is
That's crazy.
That's 1,000 people.
crazy. Yeah, I can't count to 1,000.
102. Or sorry, 1,002.
That's 1,000 like bodies that can be harvested for organs. I appreciate that.
And that will end it. Bye.